welcome. Thank you for watching. This is Play Fourth. My name is Shane Kirby. I apologize for the brief delay. We were getting things setting up, waiting for a player, but fortunately he's got some issues going on. So that's I hope he works it out and he gets back on his feet or whatever, and is able to join us next week. I don't know if that's an appropriate thing to say, but anyways, I'll go around the table and introduce our players. Well, first I'll tell everybody what we're playing. Vurt Gutter Dreams is our ongoing persistent campaign set in the world of Vurt by in the novel series by Jeff Noon. It started in the 90s. It's kind of like this weird dreams and magic and cyberpunk action. It's kind of Shadowrun-esque with a bit more weirdness slid in there. And it's a natural cyberpunk that kind of spun out of the 90s and it's all its weirdness. And all the characters are featherheads from Manchester. But right now they're in a weird place. They're off in a dream somewhere, totally different than the real world they're used to. And I don't even know if we'll even make it back to the real world towards the end of the session. Maybe, I don't know. So I'll go around and just introduce the players. Getting a lot of drop frames. That's weird. All right, so I will introduce the players, and I'll just kind of let them pass it on. I'll let you pass on the torch when you're done announcing. Jeremy, why don't you tell us what you're playing?
Yo, I am playing Even One, who's a robo-vert math magician who controls blurbs. So that's a lot of terminology, but it's fun. And
Cool.
I wasn't here last session, so I'll have to catch up. But how about you go, Sean?
Sure. So I am playing Maxwell Martin. Nickname is Hack because he's the group hacker. He is a Robo-Man Vert who pretty much handles the group's electronics, computers, hacking. And what's kind of interesting about him is he can actually connect directly into computers through his kind of like robo heritage, I guess. So.
Oh yeah, nary a computer though in sight in this dream, buddy.
I know. Yeah, right now I'm kind of like you know, odd man out.
Your SOL here. All right. I guess we'll do Robin next. What are you playing?
I am playing Paige, the Dogman math magician who has done time. I just got out of prison and I've got the itch to go on some adventures.
Nice. Yep, straight out of the clink and right into a black feather. That's a great way to do it, right?
Yep.
All right. And Jeff, what are you playing?
I am playing a German Shepherd who was a police dog and was hit by a car and doesn't remember anything about his past. And somehow he stumbled into this crazy group of folks. And he just decided to run around, protect them and all that good stuff. He's it's been interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so so we're coming in actually in the middle of a dream. You guys came into, correct me, I think Robin had to leave a little bit early last game, so I'll kind of So what happened is the recap of the session. They went into the dream with Tommy and Reese both in tow, and they passed through the wall into Eden, which has been corrupted by Shadow, and this former garden of beautifulness, I guess, I don't know, unicorn utopia is no longer as it was. It is a place cast in shadow with evil things lurking about in the darkness. And so when you guys got there, there was I think Jeff threw Tommy through so he couldn't go out, and then you guys met cyber zombie soldiers, and one of you ended up getting choked to death in a tree almost, and it was some scene with the branch mailers. Reese almost got drug away by a tentacle beast. into the darkness, but Jeff saved him, and Stray saved him, and I think you guys came upon like the remains of kind of a carcass, and then you followed the tracks back to a cave when we last met. But you saw the environment was like still that. Yeah, something to say to Jeremy. Make sure I clear it with him. Make sure he knows. So there's no color here at all. The place has been completely sapped of color, except for you guys. And you saw this cave from the distance, and you saw like torchlight coming from the cave, and it had color. But whoever it was, they heard you coming, and they snuffed it out. But you heard something moving around the darkness outside. Something possibly, you don't know if they're converging or if they're just out there. You guys made stealth checks to try to make your way through. Anyways, when you guys got to the cave and you come in, I described a robo man, mostly robo, wearing like looks like armor that he had made from the chitin of the branch manglers, and he had a bow, like an actual bow, in one hand, prepared to grab it and use it when you came through the door. And he said, I should have looked this up. I should have watched the video again to make sure I get the exact wording right. But I think he said, did they follow you? No, he said, did it follow you? Did it follow you? And that's where we ended the session. Okay. Did it follow you? Is what he said. So you see this hooded, chitin armor, bow-wielding Robo-Man, which looks kind of like something from Lord of the Rings minus the Robo dude, And so what do you say? That's the question he prompted you. He didn't even say hello. He didn't say anything. He's got his bow ready to snatch up and put an arrow in it. And he says, did they follow you? Or did it follow you?
Is he asking us if the soldiers followed us?
You don't know. He just says, did it follow you?
I don't know. What are you talking about, man?
The thing that sapped all the color from this place.
Oh, yeah, that. We don't know what did that. That's what I'm going to say.
He stands up, the bow in hand, but no arrow notched. And he walks past y'all to look outside the cavern. Do y'all in any way stop him as he walks past you?
No, I'm probably looking in that direction as well. Like once we got in the room, first thing I did was like start keep eye on the door, like the entrance.
Okay.
If he goes up there to look, I'm sneaking up behind him as well to get an eye.
Okay. Yeah, so he passes by you, and then you kind of follow up behind him and kind of look like down at his knees level. And both of you look outside, and you see a flash of gunfire, and you hear the crackle of gunfire, and it's something is having a conflict outside, and it just like immediately erupted. Like you hear that, and it sounds like probably like the cyber zombies, maybe their guns and things. But then as you're watching it, like all the brilliant flash of light that come with like the gunfire and you even hear an explosion from a grenade. All the light, all the color from that scene gets sapped out. And then you hear like this weird ghoulish howl, almost like pain. And then you hear like just rustling and chaos in the wilderness. And he says, it's drawn to this. It's drawn to the color. It's determined to wipe the beauty out of this place. And he just stomps past you guys back into the cave and starts rummaging through his supplies. It looks like he's checking his current supply cache. Sean, you see on his hip a very unique item. It looks like a knife tip, or I'm sorry, like a knife handle that's taped up and everything. but it
Okay.
looks like the blade is instead of steel. If you could, if I could describe like what mathematical formulae would look like in physical space, that's what it looks like a pixelated mathematical formulae blade. Yeah,
Like a fractal?
like a fractal blade. Yes. Did you go looking in the book, Mr. Jeremy?
No. You just said trying to describe mathematical formula, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's
well,
probably. Yeah, it's actually called a fractal blade in the book, but yeah.
Okay.
You got the exact name right. I was like, wait a second. No. All right. What's up,
Okay.
Spix?
So,
Yeah, he's walked past
I,
y'all. He's looking through his supplies at this moment. What, like, Hack, Stray, Paige? What are you guys doing in this moment?
I'm actually gonna ask Dog. That's what I'm gonna call him, Dog. What are you sensing? Like, does anything smell weird? Are you getting any weird vibes? I ask him in Dog.
what
Dogs.
do your dog eyes see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I make a
You can make a
roll
heightened
for that?
senses roll. Yeah, sure. I'll say it's what are you trying to?
Like,
Just,
what do I
just
have to
roll
smell
well,
anything
and
on
Yeah,
it?
I'll
I just want to know if he's getting any kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Can he smell anything
Make
that
a-
like the rest of us can't?
perfect. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so. Ooh. You do smell the cyber zombies. They had a distinct smell about them. You also. You don't know how to put your hand on it, but like, you know how dogs just sometimes get riled up and they don't know. Maybe they know why, but like they just get a heightened sense of awareness and they're nervous. Like your
Yeah.
hair is standing on end, and like best way to describe it is just something is coming. Something is coming.
It's like I say, I can't tell what it is. I just know it's. I just feel like it's bad, and it feels like it's coming.
All right. I'll tell the other fellas who can't understand the dog. Like, you guys, dog's got a weird feeling.
Right at that moment, Jeremy, you materialize in the cave, and it looks like to y'all, it looks like he climbs through a black crack in the air, and he gets most of his body out, and the crack starts to close up, and then like he trips and kind of falls as his last leg comes through, and lands face first in the dirt. Jeremy, the reason why I'm not telling you more than that is because you don't remember more than that at this moment.
Cool.
Okay, but you do look down and you see that your arm is far more Vurt than it was last time you saw it.
Wonderful.
And there appears to be, how would I describe it? It looks kind of like a, you know how kind of like fish eggs kind of look? Like a giant fish egg, like the size of a baseball, on your bicep, and we'll say your tricep. It looks like a giant fish egg, except for it's glowing orange and pulsing,
Oh,
The hell?
and it smells kind of like seaweed.
oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
How far away is he from us?
Like in the same cavern as y'all. He just climbed out.
Like he just falls down.
He just falls out of a crack in the. There's a reason why. I know it sounds like I totally just like.
I walk up to him and I sniff
Right.
his appendage.
Jeff, you've never smelled a creature like this before.
You
But-
smell gross.
It definitely stinks of ocean and. I don't know. Ocean, I guess. That's all I got, probably. Like seaweed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn and look at you sniffing my arm. Whoa! That's new.
Oh my god.
You smell gross, man. Where you been?
Yeah, it's kind of like shit at high tide.
Oh.
Like this.
Oh. Feels gross too.
It feels gross. Yeah.
I have to get this looked at later.
Probably.
Like
I
it's
What's
like it's a
going on
normal
here?
thing. Like I just have a
I get
growth.
up to speed on like everything that has gone down.
First off, it should be really confusing to you guys as how he got in the feather without going through the feather.
Yeah.
It's really, I can't explain more than that to you, but it's really fucked up.
Yeah, because technically he should have gone through at the same entrance we went to,
Oh, yeah,
and then had
that's
to go through and
Yes.
walk here. And
Yeah. So I'm going to ask him, like, how the hell did you get here?
Good call.
Can we get out that way?
I fell over.
Can we get out that way? Jeremy, the only thing you know is you get the distinct feeling that they don't want to go where you just came from.
No, we can't go back that way, and you don't want to anyway. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna guess that this came from there. I don't know.
And so while you were describing this, while you were saying that, Jeremy, you look over in the corner of the room and you see an individual that you see. We'll see two individuals that don't. Oh, sorry. No, there's. Jeez. 4
They're
people.
multiplying.
Reese. I forgot Reese is here. Tommy's here, the purist. Ganger.
Yeah.
Then you see the robed Robo-Man. And you see... I love the robe thing. It's kind of like a thing, apparently. But you see a robed man in, like, these, like, intricate, like high order, like, religious-looking paraphernalia. And his face is all bloodied and bruised up, and he's just standing in the corner, just clear view to you, and he's just watching you.
okay, wait, was he here this whole time?
You don't see him.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Interesting. You're seeing shit now, man.
I was gonna say, well, how do we?
Jeremy, you're muted.
I guess.
Stupid mute button. So does my character know who Reese is? Because I don't remember who Reese is.
Reese is the cowardly fucker that
Got me
his
locked up.
shenanigans
Yeah.
got Paige locked up.
Check.
Yes.
Even
You
then,
do know
okay.
him.
Yes.
So I'm gonna point and be like, so who's the guy in the robe? And who's this other guy in the thing? And
What?
What's
guy
going on,
in the
guys?
robe?
well, so the guy in the robe, I mean,
The
is
Robo guy?
Yeah, the Robo guy.
I
with
know,
the
but if
bow.
you ask us that, we can't see him. So I'm gonna say, what guy in a robe? Because I can't see him.
Well, I know the robe thing is a thing. There's 2 in robes.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't know. Let's call them the
I'll
Alton.
just say the robed guys.
Yeah, there you go, the robe guys. Yeah.
Even there's only one guy in a robe.
Yeah, that's all you see. You see Alton, and Alton says,
Alton.
"My name is Alton. And why are you all in my cave? And how did you get here?"
Oh wait, you're the
I
guy.
bark
that we-
like we've done something, like I'm excited. It's him.
Yeah. My tail wags too.
Nice, nice. Okay, so you've learned that one is named Alton, Jeremy.
Check.
Does anyone else tell him that they don't see but just one road guy?
Wait,
Well, no,
so
she did.
Can
Oh,
we
she did?
see
Okay.
Alton and not, or is it Alton the guy that we can't see?
Alton is
Alton's
the guy you
Robo
can
guy.
see.
Oh, okay, the guy we can't see. Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure it was.
Even I'll help you out, and it'll help them out. The guy's name is Galamain, that you see. So we don't keep calling it the road guy.
Cool.
Just a
I haven't seen either of these before that I remember.
You haven't seen Alton before, but you've seen Galamain.
Okay.
You remember being strapped to his table and him using a ritual
Right.
over you.
Okay. Okay.
like months ago.
Check.
Oh. Okay. No.
I'm just gonna ignore him and like move away.
Ignore the evil cultist in the room.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Are you all right, buddy? Even? Do you need like maintenance? I don't know how your people really work. So, are you okay?
Yeah, let's what why are we here again?
He's had a traumatic exercise. It's actually probably good to clarify to him. He's had a very traumatic day.
This
Probably more
guy,
traumatic than you guys.
We're here for this guy, Alton. We need to,
Yeah.
grab him and skedaddle.
Oh, sweet. Let's leave. Okay, you ready to go, Alton? Let's go.
So
Where
what
we
does
going?
Alton say to this? Like,
Alton says, "You came here for me?
Yeah.
Why did anybody send you after me?
No idea. Just want my money. Let's
Who
go.
sent you?"
I am not at liberty to discuss.
Well, then I won't go with you.
Victoria sent us for you.
I don't know who that is.
Well, shit. I'm out.
Did you hear the name Jeffrey Catterick?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Make a.
Damn it.
I'll even you can make a Bertology roll to recognize that name. And I'm looking to see if anybody else has any skills that would let them roll it. I would say in this setting, anybody could roll that.
Just rolling untrained.
Intellect roll, yeah. I'm pretty sure though, even one got it. Look at that.
Well, I rolled with an asset by accident.
That's still high enough though.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if no one else is rolling,
Would we just roll untrained?
you can, yeah, just roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Hack, you know who that is.
Okay.
Jeff, well, no. I'm gonna say 6 is high enough, but only 6. So it's just so obscure. Okay, so even you're the only person that recognizes Jeffrey Catterick is the real name of the person who now goes by the Game Cat.
Oh.
The guy who releases all those magazines and has
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
become like mythical level Vurt explorer.
And we had to get one of his publications to like figure out some of this stuff.
Yep.
How to
And
get
remember,
this.
the article had some very interesting, like first-hand account of Eden.
So,
Mhm.
in a sense, he sent us. Yeah, we had to get his logs to get here. Is what I say to.
He says, "No, I have a personal vendetta with Jeffrey Catterick."
Oh, did he leave you here?
Yes, he did.
Well, then let's go. We'll get you out and you can take care of your business. Whatever you got to do.
I've been
Yeah.
saving this for him. And you see he puts his hand on the fractal blade at his hip. And he says, the only problem is I still have someone I need to save. And he holds up a unicorn horn that's been cut off of a unicorn. So you can see the tuft of hair and flesh at the end. He says, I came here to save someone 20 years ago. I'm still going to save them. The mission hasn't changed.
Is that someone here
No,
in this? Okay,
they're in the
then
real
let's
world.
go. All right, then let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like a win-win situation to me.
Okay. All right.
For a second there, I thought he wanted to save somebody in the Vurt world.
Right? Like,
And I was like, dude, you're not going to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes.
But she looks at you. He looks at you, Paige, since you're the one instigating conversation with him. He looks at you really closely, and like he he looks like he's really analyzing you and maybe trying to figure out if you understand the implications of that.
Oh, I do. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's just trying to figure out
Right.
if you know the implications, whether he,
right.
because he
And I'm
doesn't
trying
explain
to put
them.
it on a front, like
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And he says, "Good. Then we must go, because it comes, and you don't want to see it."
Are you talking about the crazy color stealing thing?
Yes. Whenever it stumbles upon a place like this, it delights in taking away color and life. That's why
Can
this
I
place
ask
was
him?
corrupted.
Can I ask him why that's bad? Why color loss is bad?
Well, if you're living and it strips away your color, you aren't living afterwards.
Oh. So the monster is making the zombies.
He says, "I don't know what you talk about, zombies." haven't
It's
seen any
prison
zombies.
speak, man. Non-living things.
He says, "Well, the other monsters that are out there actually are only there because when the saturator came in, it left a hole, and all the dark things of the Vurt just kept crawling through."
When he says dark things, I'm looking at the corner with Galamane in it and shivering.
Y'all see him, like, y'all may see him, I don't know, it's up to y'all, in the corner, like, staring at something.
Do I notice anything weird?
You see that he's
about
weirdly
him?
staring at a corner, freaking out. I mean, that's, you don't
I'll
see
go-
anything in the corner.
I walk over to the corner and I start sniffing.
But guys, even broken.
When you approach
to fix
the rogue
him.
creature, Jeff, Jeremy, you see it kind of like give the side eye to the dog, and just kind of roll his eyes and step away from the dog and come closer to you. He's walking towards you now.
And then I'm gibbering and just sort of like trying to move away, keep some person between me and him.
Shit, he's broken.
He's broken. He's a robo guy, so you can say he's broken. Nice.
Oh God!
I don't know how to fix a robo, so
He says, Alton says, "I don't care about your friend. If you're here to get me out, let's get out."
well,
Yeah, he has no
hang
Yes,
horses
let's
in his
leave.
race.
on now. well, hang on now.
And so he's notching
I'm
an
gonna
arrow and getting ready to go out the door.
I get behind him. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm getting antsy.
Can I okay, I'm gonna grab I don't know if he's malfunctioning or what. I'm gonna grab him, hook my arm in his arm and try
Okay.
to tug him.
So when
along.
you hook
go.
your arm in his arm, and even if your goal is to stay away from Galamane, what
Which
happens?
arm?
The creepy
Squid arm
Vurt
and a
arm or
robot
the
arm?
robot arm?
Not the one with the fish egg.
Yeah,
the other
not
arm,
obviously. I mean,
because that's
Right.
nasty.
It's goddamn nasty.
okay, when she comes over to you, actually, what happens is when she comes over to you, and maybe Paige, you don't notice the fish egg maybe at first, and you start to grab the Vurt arm, and when you do, Galamane's eyes flash with an evil glare, and he starts moving faster. But then he sees her grab the other arm instead, and he chills out for a moment. But he's still
But I don't
approaching
see
you.
him.
Yeah, you don't see him. I'm just telling Jeremy this. And so, Jeremy, if your goal is to stay away from him, he's coming up to you. As everyone's clearing out and leaving, he's coming up to you. So, he's going to be behind you. He's going to catch up to you unless you rush past your friends out the door. So, how does that look? Do you rush past your
That
friends?
looks like me rushing past my friends out the door.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you see, you guys are all lining up to leave the cave, and Alton is out front with his bow out. Which, by the way, you guys should discuss this because Alton is the one you're supposed to get out. Should he be taking the front? But naturally, he feels confident and gets to the front. And
I'll lead the way because I know where we're going.
you kind of step in front of him and nudge him with your nose to kind of lead him back.
Yeah.
Okay. And But while you guys are lining up to like surveil what's outside, you see that Jeremy just burst out from behind you guys, pushing you out of the way, out the front.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
I'm like trailing behind. Whatever, robot. I was just trying to help you.
So now all of you are in the dark. So to describe again, since Jeremy wasn't here last time, this place looks like a forest once did. But imagine the grass being dead, the trees being void of leaves, the air being not cold, not hot, without feeling whatsoever. There's a bit of a stark breeze, and the flashing of gunfire and the sound of violence has been dissipated. But you hear movement in the wilderness up ahead. It sounds like the stomping of feet.
Let's go. I turn around. I just keep heading the direction to the exit.
Yeah, so I'm like grabbing on to the dog because I actually have disaster laid. So like in the Vurt world, I have a hard time finding my bearings, so I'll get lost pretty easily.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
So I'm like grabbing his tail and like
Nice.
Go, Taki, go.
I totally forgot that.
yeah, so did I. So it's like I won't actually like let him get away from me
Wow, that's cool. All right.
because I'm like sitting there freaking out right now.
Okay, so when you guys get out, you realize that the path that was there before is no longer there.
Yeah, see, this is why I'm freaking out.
And Alton stops behind you all and says, "Damn it, he's found us. He knows we're here.
Who?
He's changing the world. He takes control of the dark places. When all the light is gone, when all the color is gone, he has power to manipulate it. The dream is his now."
We're gonna die.
All right, now everyone, Jeremy, first off, I didn't tell you this.
Okay.
You get +1 experience points for an intrusion. You also get to give one to someone else. That intrusion was just to get you in the game. The bad thing I had to do to you to get you in the game. So,
How about Sean?
Sean gets, okay, so add 1 experience, Sean.
All right.
And now all of you are going to gain 1 experience point from this as a GM intrusion happens. I want all of you to make an intellect defense roll. Give me a second to figure out the difficulty. All right, difficulty is 6.
We're all gonna
If
die.
you
Intellect
want to
defense.
use intellect defense, but I was going to say if you want, look at you rolling a natural 20. Okay, if you want to, remember you can use effort on this and stuff like that. I think Jeff, you have training in intellect
I'm
defense, correct?
specialized, actually.
Look at that. So it goes from a 6 to a 4. If you want to still spend effort, it's not a bad idea.
6 to a 4. That's still have to roll higher
Still
than
roll
a 12, right?
Yeah, 12 or higher.
So yeah. Well,
How do I do effort again?
Yeah, you'll just apply as an asset on the character sheet.
that costs 3 though, right?
It costs you 3 unless you have the intellect edge.
I only have 6.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can just take the chance.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And so it gives me an asset for this roll.
All right. Nope. Yeah, you failed it.
And I blew 3. Jesus.
You want to re-roll?
What is that, XP?
Yep.
Sure.
Asset, you just add 1, right?
Much
Using it.
better.
Oh,
Much
yeah.
better, Jeff. All right. Yeah.
Just
Hack.
on
Yeah,
the
you
dot.
intellect.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so it looks like Hack is the only one that's going to suffer damage from this.
I can re-roll You can use 1 XP, right?
You can re-roll it,
Yep.
sure, if you want to.
Yeah. But it takes.
You can also just let me tell you what it is and take the damage. Up to you.
Yeah.
What you doing, boss?
Yeah. Let's just take the damage. Keep the XP.
Save that XP, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 10 intellect damage.
Ooh, glad I.
Uses. Okay.
Yeah. So you see a black orb. All of you see it appear in the air above you all in this region. And all of the color starts ripping out of you. Now, all of you are able to fight back about this, I guess, resist of color being sapped away, except for Sean. Sean, your appearance just begins to look more muted and muted and muted.
Mm-hmm.
You still have color left after a brief moment as this orb pulses. And you see your color sapped into the orb. And you see flashes of your own memory like playing out in this orb
Mm-hmm.
in front of you. No one else sees that but you. So we'll say, like, essentially your contrast levels dropped, basically. Does that make sense? You know? And you see, like, this wispy, colorful rainbow stuff getting sucked from you.
Okay.
Okay. 10 intellect damage.
Ugh.
What's the major effect that she gets for her 20? Or do you get that on a defense thing like that?
You know, I don't know what's a good idea for that. Off the top of my head, sometimes I'm throwing sometimes about major effects and minor effects. Major effects, you know what? I'll give you... How does an asset on the next intellect defense roll against that kind of thing sound?
Sure. Sounds great.
Oh God, more.
Just like, wait, what? It's going to happen again?
I only have 3 hit left.
It's in our color.
That's funny.
It's going to be 1950s up here soon.
All right. Okay. So, sweet. All right. So you guys are out of here now. You still see the wilderness in front of you. And you still might have a general sense of your bearings.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no path. Jeff, do you feel confident in navigating back to the road?
Can I make a?
Can you make a roll to do that?
Yeah, would heightened senses do it to smell my way back, or?
You know, you might could if you remembered the smell of that carcass that you saw on the road that led you this way. So you know, if you made a successful roll, I'll say difficulty 4 to get back to that place, and you'll see Jeff's nose get to the ground as he's smelling that thing from earlier. Jeff, you want to roll that?
Not going to happen.
Oh man. Okay. Jeff doesn't feel confident at all in his ability to. Thank you, RP Network. Appreciate it. Jeff doesn't feel confident at all to get back to that scent.
What about Alton? He knows this place.
Do you look up at Alton and he goes? He says, "You don't smell anything, boy." And he looks around and he says, "Yeah, I'll try. Come on." Okay, since NPCs don't roll, and I want a little bit of drama in here, you're all gonna get one more GM intrusion as a group, because there's gonna be a side trek, if you will, as he gets slightly off course. So everyone add 1 experience points to your character. Yet another one. You guys are racking up the experience points today. All right, so, and, well, you guys could all give me 1 if you don't want to have the side trek.
Nah.
And everything goes successfully. No?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Jeff's already spoken. It has to be everybody. No!
No,
All right.
you're not taking my damn XP.
All All right, so protected. He'll be like tier 2 at the end of this game. You'll be like already there. All right, so
I'm halfway there.
you're more than halfway each there. You've got 3 steps, or you have XP for 3
2
steps,
XP.
don't you?
Well, no, I'm saying I'm halfway to the next tier.
Oh yeah. So next step.
4,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so you guys are following Alton, and he's got his arrow notched, and you don't really have it pulled back really bad, obviously, because it's an actual bow. You know, it's not a compound bow, so it doesn't get easier here. So he's got it held, and you guys are following him out in the wilderness, and then he stops for a moment, and you've gone for about, you'd guess, an hour out in the wilderness. It's been far too long. Right? You know, it took you guys like maybe 30, 40 minutes to get to this place off the main road. And it's barely been an hour. And he stops and he says, something's not right. I've lost my bearings. This isn't correct. Something is wrong. And he
I
kind
want to say no shit, Sherlock, but okay.
you can say that.
Is the
Alright.
orb still following us?
No, it pulsed in the air and you guys fled from it.
Okay.
But like it was in
Yeah.
the air. Yeah.
Is Galamane still following?
Oh, yes. Yes, he's like
Okay.
creepily following behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's that guy.
What
So,
guy?
Even is standing in the back and he's pointing at nobody.
Even needs some like maintenance, guys. I'm telling you, something is wrong with him. I'm gonna go next to Even and start looking for like blinking lights or any like check engine light. I don't know.
So when you stop and walk up to Even and you're like giving him PM, checklist,
Yeah.
and when you do that,
Yes.
Even, you're locked eyes with Galamane, who walks right up beside you.
And I just stand up and I'm holding still, like, what?
And he says, "Thank you for the ride. My appreciation is immeasurable."
Oh crap!
What's wrong, man? You're like talking to somebody or something. What is wrong with you?
I have a bad feeling that this. How many unicorns were in this world? I'm asking Alton because I'm now assuming that that's why the dude wanted in here. I don't know.
Alton says, "Well, sorry to say, but I think I killed the last one."
Okay, I don't know why the hell this guy wants in here. I'm confused.
Galamane laughs at that. He chuckles and he says, "You think I'm after the unicorns?"
I
Come
don't know.
now.
You're a psycho.
He says, "I realized I was nothing but a dream. I realized what you were. And something about me. I couldn't stand the idea of knowing that all I was to your whims. I'm going to step foot on the real world, even if it costs you your life." If you try to cut out that thing out of your arm, it will be the end of you.
But will it be the end of you?
I guess whoever succeeds first.
I'm like,
I love it how like everyone's sitting there quiet, like
I was just
Yeah.
like
thinking of,
Jeremy's going crazy, but he's
it
talking
kinda
to
looks
nobody.
like- oh well, yeah, one-sided conversation. So, like, I'm just standing there trying to
Like-
figure out who the f he's talking to.
I feel like the dog probably knows something's up. Like I don't know. I feel like he's got a sense of he doesn't think he's talking to know. Like he's actually talking to something.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Okay,
dogs
I'll
are
buy
kind of
that.
weird about stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I'll buy that. I'll buy it.
Can I?
I mean, I don't see it. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on, but I feel something's off, if that makes sense.
The
Yeah.
whole time he's talking, I'm looking for lights on him still. Like, what is going on?
Can I just make a healing check he's either something's wrong.
Sure. Make a. Do you have a healing skill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, train.
Yeah. Okay. So make a train. I'll say it's difficulty 3. I mean, you're just trying to ascertain if he's crazy, basically, right?
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
I mean, if he's got any fever, anything like that, like typical signs of like someone's going off the deep end, you know?
Yeah, just kind of want to make sure there's nothing like super obvious that we're dealing with.
Yeah, he's got a weird fucking growth on his arm. I mean, there's honestly nothing else wrong with him in all seriousness. There's nothing else.
Okay.
Like he has no heightened fever, no like dilated eyes that typically comes with like drugs or anything. No.
Okay.
No signs of any drugs. No signs of any.
Can I just look at his arm just to make sure? Because I'm like, dude, I don't want that thing like infecting anybody else. You know.
Okay, make an intellect defense roll.
God damn it. Hold on. Fucking my intellect is
Yeah.
Difficulty 5.
I'm gonna have to reroll.
Even this thing on your arm is making you cuckoo.
There we go. That might do
Nope,
it.
not enough. You take hold on. You take 6 intellect damage.
All right, so if I'm at like -2,
There's no -2 in this game. Okay, so what happens is
0.
let me check my. I should check my hold on Vurt.
Oh no!
I'm dead.
He's not dead. No.
Wait, what just happened? Sorry.
He looked at the egg on my arm and presumably falls over unconscious.
Yeah.
I will double check if there's not any like specific rules for if intellect goes to 0. I don't think there is.
Mm-hmm. Probably just go.
When he falls over, I'm just like, why are all the robots breaking?
Why are all the robots dies?
What is going on?
The damage track. Okay. Here. All right.
I'm not a mechanic.
When one of the PC stat pools is reduced to 0, the PC becomes impaired. Note that even if pools are reduced to just 1 point, the PC is still considered hale. Impaired is a wounded or injured state. The state's player applying effort must spend 1 extra point of effort per level. Okay. I'm just making sure there's nothing specific about intelligence going to. No, I don't believe so. So, yeah, so you actually go into what's called impaired state. So what you're going to do, Sean, is going to mark your intellect down to 0.
Okay.
And mark 2 from either your might or your speed. I think it would probably be just might.
Okay.
And then you're going to check the damage track. So you're down to impaired. So there's psychic damage wrecks your mind. Headaches, intense headaches. It's not like what the orb did to you. It's not. Someone's assailing your senses and slamming you really effing hard. And you're impaired now at this point because your mind is just not there. Like you're really effed up in that way. So you're impaired, okay? And it's a good time to discuss damage track in this game. Impaired means you can still do things, but you're hurt. Debilitated means that you can't move and shit. You're hurt so bad that you're not dead, but you're the next step towards it. So, but you're not there yet. Okay? So you guys see Sean just hit with pain. It probably like starts in the neck, tenses up all your muscles, just slams you. Like if a migraine hit you all at once and it just hit harder and harder than you could ever imagine in your life. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
I'm sure you visually do something, to just show them that something happens
like
to
I
you.
just like grab my head.
And you stumble backwards,
Yeah.
and you get the distinct feeling that it happened because you got close to the... And Galamain at that point looks at Jeremy and says, I warned you.
Well, yeah, you should have warned him. but I'll turn.
I love how you're
You
being
okay
snarky,
down
but
there?
still scared of this guy. Can't
What
turn
now?
off the snark. You're being snarky even though you're scared of this guy. Can't turn off the snark.
Exactly. It's how I deal with
That's how
emotions.
you deal with pain.
Wait, robots have emotions?
Hey.
Why she's getting like into like
I'm
machinist like territory.
That was totally out of character.
If it was in character, it's fine. It's Vurt. It's okay.
That's true.
You're just a modus towards Burbo people. It's okay. It's okay. That's Vurt for you.
No, I'm genuinely concerned. I thought my friend was broken or
I'm just messing with you.
malfunctioning. or
Okay.
something.
So what's next? So Sean, you don't even know why you got hit with pain, but like you.
Yeah.
I'll turn around away from Galliman and be like, "We're gonna deal with this thing later." Pointing at my arm. Get the hell out of here. Where do we go? Come
Who
on,
are
guys.
you talking to?
Yeah, he actually said the word Gallimane though, didn't you? This time.
Well, I know his. Do I actually know his name?
Yeah.
Like in character?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard
yeah.
the other cultists call him Gallimane.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can make a successful like investigation, like intellect roll, and I could tell you if you know his real name. Like maybe it's something you discovered when you first went into the feather. Like a retroactive like investigation roll to see how much you knew about this guy. If you wanted to do that.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay. Sure. I would say it's probably some kind of investigation if you got anything related to investigation. I'd probably say it's a difficulty 5. Just because off the top of my head that's his difficulty. So
Nah, but I'll again. So this is just an untrained roll, right?
yeah, if you don't have anything like
But I can. Can I do the
you can spend effort. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Cool. So that went down and roll and 1 and then swoosh. Nope.
Nope. You just know him as Gallimane, cult leader of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Which explains the fish people, right?
Fuck are you into?
Yeah, like that's the next question of that. Like, the fuck rabbit hole did you come from? All right, so at that point, Alton interrupts the proceedings. He says, "Look, like I said again, I don't give a shit about your friend. I found the trail. Let's go."
All right.
Yes.
And so
Onward.
you guys travel about another mile, and then out from the fog around you stumbles in 2 cyber zombie soldiers. But they're not moving the same way they did before. They appear to be sort of carrying their weight on their mechanical parts, if that makes any sense. And they're making their way towards you from your flanks. And their eyes are different. They no longer have the green glowiness around like their armor and stuff and things like that. And it appears to be dead, like as far as their armor, electronically dead. And their eyes have been completely sapped of any color. And now they are completely black and white, completely grayscale, as opposed to color before. And they're stumbling out of the darkness from your flank, both beside each other. And they both raise their weapons to fire at you. So we're going to make an initiative roll, guys. Got to make sure we got everybody in the combat tracker.
I always click it twice accidentally. Terrible. My initiative is 3.
Good thing in this game is all you got to do is roll higher than the bad guy. Okay, so. Which these bad guys are pretty nasty. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, these guys are no joke. Okay, so anyone rolled 15 or higher, or 14 or higher. No. 12 or higher
I
is
did,
good.
but I'm specialized, so
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you're good. Okay, yeah, so alright, so Even unfortunately is lagging behind. But everyone else will get to act before the Robo Soldier. So Hack, Page, or Stray? You guys got to act first.
Oh,
What do you do?
no. You have to fix my. I rolled a 3 first. I accidentally rolled twice.
Oh.
That
Okay.
15 shouldn't
Well, then we'll
count.
put you down there with Jeff. Alright. Oh, I'll put the wrong character. The wrong character. Alright, that's right. Okay. So, Hack or Stray? Is that right? I moved the... Oh, shit. I screwed up. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Stray or Hack. Yeah. Which one of you guys?
I mean, how many are there?
Two
there
Robo
surroundings?
Cyber Zombie Soldiers.
Are they in the same place, same area? They come
Yeah,
up
they're
in two
both
directions?
walking out like side by side, about 10 feet apart from one of your flanks.
Then I will I'll charge them and take one down. Try to take one down.
You want to try to bring one to the ground?
I'm just going to try to attack it. But yeah, if I do enough to take it down, then yeah.
Yeah, you can be like a major or minor effect, maybe knock it prone if you roll good enough,
So let's see actions.
So it'll be they're difficulty 4 foes.
And where are they at on
just
the
gotta
tracker?
roll. Oh, they might not be visible. There they are.
There we go.
They're difficulty 4, so.
Right.
I think I've described them appropriately enough. I think Jeremy wasn't here acting. They're basically zombies with robotic parts all over them.
Damage plus 4 or major effect.
Yeah, up to you. I mean, in this case, if you wanted to do major, I would say a minor effect is knocking him prone. If you wanted to do like a minor effect, knocking him prone, and then do plus 2 damage, you could.
Sure.
Sound good? All right.
Yeah.
So you knock the Robo Zombie Soldier prone, and you deal plus 2 damage. So it'd be 6 damage instead of 4. Correct?
Does it do that automatically when I did this?
It just did the 4, yeah, because he's got.
Okay, well I added a plus 2.
Oh,
I added 2 to my modifier, but it didn't up it.
No, for some reason I got his armor too high. I meant to have it lower than that. Okay, should be. It's actually only deals 3. Do you want to spend effort to deal more damage? Because he has an armor of 3. All those robo bits,
That's might. So yeah, I could do that actually.
Yeah, that would deal 3 more damage. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes it 6. Nice. So he's half health. So Jeff, you knock him to the ground.
An edge of 2, so that means
you don't take 1.
It only cost me
Shit,
1.
I would start doing that a lot. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Jeff, you hit him, knock him to the ground, bury him to the ground, and you start biting onto bits and like ripping metallic metal bits out of his body until you find zombie flesh, and then you're just biting in there. So, Hack, you're seeing Stray leap into the the fray, knock one of them to the ground. The other is still standing. He's raising his arm, which has a gun on it instead of a hand. No, wait, sorry. No, they had actual assault rifles and stuff. So he's raising an assault rifle to attack you. An assault rifle, by the way.
Okay.
These guys will do 8 damage to you with each shot.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the first foe y'all are really fighting that's like really fucking deadly.
And he's pointing it directly at me.
Sure, we'll just pick you. Sure.
Oh, well, fuck. Can I just do full action to just get out of the way or jump?
Well, you can take a defend action, which I think increases your dodge by 2 steps. We double check.
I'm gonna do that.
Let me see. Defend. Special kind of action. Well, I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
know why, but I'm having a hard time finding it. Or I'm looking at it, but. Oh, that's different. Okay. You can do it, but off the top of my head, I think it'll just increase your defense action by 1 next turn. If you want to do something else, you can. If you want to do that, though, you're welcome to. It'll make it easier to not get killed next turn by a little bit.
Okay.
Do you want to do it, or do you want to do something else?
No, I'm going to do that. Not
Okay.
get killed.
Okay, sweet. All right, so you're diving away, trying to get away, trying to dodge as that hand comes up. Okay. The robo-soldier on top of Jeff is going to try to slam you, Jeff, with his cyber gun hand and knock you off of him. Make a defense roll, and you'll gain no penalty or bonus to this because you're using an armed attack in melee. So make a speed defense roll.
Okay.
Oh, you succeed. Sweet.
Oh, the asset just shouldn't be on there.
That's you still would have made it. Okay, so he's trying to hit you, and maybe he's hitting you, but he's not dealing any damage to you. But it's up to you. But you're avoiding getting hurt by this guy. The other robo soldiers, he sees that Sean's character turns to run away, and like he instead levels the gun at one of the easier targets just to his flank. So I know the NPCs are there, but that's just not fun. So Paige, make a defense roll at difficulty is going to be 4. If you want to,
which stat?
it would be speed defense. So what you do is, okay, so you're trained in speed defense. And when you roll speed defense, you'll just roll, there's a little D20 symbol underneath speed there. If you want to add an asset by spending effort, you can do that by just marking the 0 to the right of the T. If you did, but if not, just roll it.
Is that the one that costs experience?
It'll cost you effort. No, not experience. It'll cost you effort from your pool.
Oh, I see.
But it's
I'll just...
8 damage is more than what you take if you use the speed defense effort.
Okay.
Okay, so you just barely made it. Nice. Okay, that was just what you needed. Okay.
So do I take damage to my speed?
No, you made just enough. It's like if you hit the DC in D&D. You know, you hit the DC 15.
All right.
Okay, so you narrowly avoid this blast of energy. I'm sorry, not a blast of energy. It's a gun. My bad. It's a gun. I went with the idea at the beginning with gun arm, and I forgot all about it. So you get this crack of the assault rifle as it pops through the air, and you see the flash, but you don't see any color from it. And it flies and whizzes past your head. You know that sound when you know a bullet almost hit you? That like a whistle? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Even and Paige, what do you guys do?
I'll let even you go, and then you're broken anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to continue with the crazy and like charge the thing with my tentacle arm forward.
Just waving your tentacle arm?
Yes. Honestly, there's a part of me that's like, okay, if dude wants me to get out of here with this thing, then if I just, like, try and get the bad guy to kill me or he's
okay.
Something, I don't know.
Well, this is going to be an intellect roll. Because it'll be like you trying to convince him that you're putting him under, risk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
But I'll say it's a difficulty 4.
Okay. So that's just untrained. So whoosh. There it goes. That shouldn't have had an asset.
That's fine. Okay, so still rolling 18. So this is what happens. The zombie is like seeing this tentacle thing come at him, and like he just starts like military style like backpedaling, which is weird. Like seeing a military guy, like military zombie, like backpedaling and kind of retreating in formation. But just sees this dude flailing a tentacle arm in front. I really don't know how to describe it other than that. I mean, it don't. So what? Whoever attacks this guy next will have a bonus against attacking this guy. That's the benefit you give the other players.
Cool.
So Paige, what do you do?
I crack my knuckles with my brass knuckles, and I mean, am I really far away from the zombie, or I'm like close enough to?
No, they were charging into y'all.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
they were coming to get you. So you're pretty
Yeah, I'm
close. You could be
gonna
there.
Take a nice strong right hook.
All right.
to-
So you're gonna run past the even,
Yeah.
waving his
Yeah.
fucking tentacles around. All right,
Yeah.
and then maybe he's distracted by the tentacles getting. That's a weird game. All right, and then you just kind of run past and then hit him with your knuckles. All right.
Yeah.
So the difficulty is gonna be lower to hit this guy. So you only got to hit difficulty 3 because
Okay.
even is doing that.
I know how to do this. I can do this. All right. Oh, I
Natural
did
20.
him.
There we go.
Damn it. That's a lot of
Okay.
20s
Do you want the
tonight.
increased damage or do you want
Yeah. I'll just take the extra damage,
Okay.
and I look really cool while I'm punching him.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, so that would be your is a light weapon, so it's 4 damage plus 4 more, so 8. Do you want to spend effort to do more damage with your fist?
No.
No. Okay. So that will deal 5 damage to him with his armor tacked
Okay.
off. All right, sweet. Very cool. So yeah, he gets clocked in the face. You see like dead flesh fly off, rip off, and also mechanical bits. It's like you catch the. It's kind of like Cyborg, from DC, where he's got this contraption on his head of metal and formerly flashing lights.
Nice.
All right. Alton. Okay, so the way NPCs work in this game is that NPCs mostly just assist the players in some way. Really, I don't really roll for them. They assist you in some way. So, like, you guys could at any point use the NPCs as an asset. And so what? Reese and Tommy are unarmed. And they're not heroes. I mean, they're not really PCs like you guys. I don't think Reese would even fucking do anything. He'd probably just be, like, hiding and praying the
Right.
zombies go away. Tommy, I'm trying to decide if he doesn't try to run yet. But Jeff, you get the distinct feeling that he's considering running. He's considering it. Alton, since I didn't have him act last turn, I should have had him act and remind you guys about the asset in the last turn. Whoever uses Alton to help them in their action will get 2 assets this turn. All right. Hack and Stray. What do y'all do?
I'm gonna finish this one off, and then so we have one less person to deal with.
Very cool. Just remember, if you ever want to use your NPCs to help you, tell me.
All right.
Okay, so you said I get 2 assets.
If you're using the NPC, yes. Only one person will get to use the NPC each turn. I mean, that makes sense to me.
I think that missed.
So I think I was just going to use him as a distraction, and then I was going to try and stab the other Robo Zombie 2.
Okay. Okay.
Robo Zombie 1 is still up as well because I missed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Robo Zombie 2 then, Sean. Roll it. You're going to use the 2 assets from Alton. Okay.
Yes. How do I have to put that in anywhere? Assets?
You just add to an untrained roll. Just add 2 assets.
Oh, to an untrained.
Well, you can do untrained. You can do it with your knife. I mean, whichever one you
I was
want to
going
do
to
it
do
with.
it with
Yeah, just add right there where it says AST on your knife.
oh, +2 right there.
Roll it.
Nice.
Look at that. All these nice
Nice.
rolls, man.
Finally, taking enough damage.
Good night.
Okay, so do you want to increase that any with effort? Deal even more damage?
Sure.
So as it is now, you're going to do 4. He's got 7 health left. So you'll do 4 minus 3 for his armor, which is 1, plus 2 for the damage, so 3, you're still not going to do enough if you spend effort on it. He'll still be alive.
Okay.
You can if you want to, though. But he'll be still alive.
Yeah, well, we need to get rid of these guys. So.
All right. Okay.
Do I have effort left? I only have effort.
He'll be at 11 instead of 12, which means that all you guys do is I have to do one light hit against him and bring him down next turn because of all his armor. So it's probably not a bad idea to actually do it. Yeah. Because you guys are not equipped for taking on guys with heavy armor and guns. Okay, so you spend the effort and do the damage. That brings him to 11. So, Sean, what happens is you take the knife, you rush in, you carve it into him. At that moment, Alton shoots an arrow and hits him at the exact same time, hitting him in like the cyborg bits by his neck or something, and he just stumbles. And so now the creature only has 1 hit point left. Jeff, the one on the ground, he's going to try to get up. Make a speed defense roll, Jeff. He's going to try to whack you and then try to roll up to his feet.
All right. Oh, crap.
Okay, so what happens, Jeff, is he sweeps his arm and makes you lose to your feet, your footing, and then he takes his other arm and pushes you, and you start rolling down the hill away from the scene.
All right.
Where the forest or whatever starts like declining down a slope, and he starts basically you kind of went like airborne a little bit. Like someone basically just kicked the dog out of the way, and he's rolling. You're rolling away, and you take. Oh, Sean, Jeremy, you get disconnected.
Go on.
Jeremy gone. Went dark. Hopefully, Jeremy gets back again here soon. And all the cameras screwed up. That's what happens. Hopefully, everything will get back together again when Jeremy gets back in. And Jeff, you take 4 damage from
That's
his.
the might, right?
Oh no, it'd be 2, because his unarmed is only 2.
So, right there.
Yeah, so when he's not using his guns, he's not that bad.
Gotcha.
Okay, so, and the other one on Sean's barely alive, but I'm going to say this guy has a combat bayonet on the end of his assault rifle. So, Sean, make a speed defense roll.
Nice.
That's enough.
That is enough. Sweet. Yeah, so he swings at you and tries to get you the bayonet, and you move out of the way just in time, and you're okay. Paige, if you don't mind going next, and we'll come back to Jeremy when he gets in here.
All right. I'm still close to the one that I just punched, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm just going to lay into him again. Left hook this time. Should I target it?
I think you get a +1 of this, too, because your friend is in melee with you.
Okay.
Sean is.
So how do I
should have done
add
that last time, Sean.
Yeah, it was a +1 for if there's 3 or
Oh, that's
more.
right. No. Yeah, you don't get it. It's not enough people. Yeah.
So I remember we looked it up last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I target it on the combat tracker?
You can.
You can also just drag your attack over
Oh,
the.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. It was number 1 that I hit earlier, right?
No, it's 2.
2.
Number 2. Okay.
1 was the
I
one on
apologize.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Number 2.
Look at that.
Nice.
Extra damage, too. Nice. Okay. So you're going to deal... Okay, so that's enough to take you down. Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Sweet. My dog. drooled
Awesome.
all over.
Describe that to us while I'm getting the cameras all fixed again.
Yeah, so I mean, earlier I hit it with right hook, and then I come back in for a left hook, but it's like more from the chin up, so like knock their head back. It'd be really cool if I like had so much force because they're like undead, right? So the whole head rips off. That'd be really
Oh,
cool.
yeah. That'd be awesome.
Split it in.
Awesome.
You can describe that. Sure.
Okay. Well, that's what happened.
That's what happens. All right. Simply put, the head rips off the zombie.
Nice.
Very cool. All right, so yeah, the head rips off the zombie, and the zombie just like you hear all its mechanical bits tighten up, and it just falls lifelessly to the earth, and you see like this like dust of earth like fly up into the air as it comes down. Jeremy, it's actually your action, buddy. How you doing? You good?
I think I'm back. My
Okay,
computer
good deal.
just froze.
Good. Okay, that sucks.
Who? So there's still
Your initiative. The one that Jeff had pinned to the ground is up now because he threw Jeff off him down the slope.
Is the other goober running? The guy that was with us? If so,
Yeah, so you spend a second and look around before you make an action. Okay,
Yeah.
So we're not making a roll to see anything. You're just looking, just cursory glance.
Yeah.
Okay, cursory glance. Reese is hiding. Tommy is hiding behind some trees, both of them. And Alton is pulling out another arrow to help a player.
Let's just be dumb and try to hit the dude with my stick, my walking stick.
Okay, cool. He's already hurt some, so. Yeah. So you got to hit a target difficulty 4. So.
I'm going to use my, make sure I can do this. Okay. Yeah. I have an enabler that's the kinetic, so I can use, does this count?
Well, what are you trying to
do?
I
use intellect in the place of speed or might when applying levels of effort. If I want to do effort to try and hit him better, is that something I could even do, even ignoring the kinetic thing? Like
better chance of hit or more damage?
Is you can apply it to an attack, yes, or damage.
Okay,
roll.
You can apply effort to an attack. Yep. Okay, then the way I think thought wise it works is I think hard about what the hell I'm going to try to do, and then execute somewhat. Okay.
Yeah, it might be kind of like you ever seen like Sherlock Holmes, the new one with Robert Downey Jr., where like he knows where to hit them because he's thinking it through. Yeah,
but it's still untrained and nope.
Unfortunately, not. Okay, all right. So so you swing it, and you thought you had it planned right. You thought you had the right spot, and instead you found metal, and you thought underneath that metal casing was like something that was gonna like make him collapse, but nope. It was just dense metal. All right, so all right. Maxwell, Hack, or Stray. That's just 2 people. Sorry, that's not like I can call out 3.
So what are the mechanics of where I'm at, like to get back into the fight?
Oh, just to get back up and. I'd probably... Well, actually, yeah, there should be some penalty. Well, in this case, the penalty was knocking him away. Let me look up movement here real quick. I don't normally like to slow down games to look up stuff, but this is our first time playing this game, and honestly, we should try out the system for what it is.
Right.
So I'd like to look it up. I know movement doesn't become a factor much, but since you rolled down the hill in it, you should get a penalty for failing. Jeff, help me out. Look in chapter 11 of the book. Distance, okay. Character can move an immediate distance as part of another action. Okay, so this is short distance must be moved as an entire action for a turn. A PC can also try to move a long distance as an entire action, but they may need to roll to determine if they come up short, slip, stumble, or fall. Okay, yeah, so Jeff, I would say that you're probably a short distance away.
So spend the whole action getting there?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
But you'll be in melee with him again.
Right.
Right. Turn, which is beneficial in its own right.
Right. So I'll definitely get up in his right next to him.
Yeah, and actually that's a good point to mention. Hack, it's your action.
Okay.
You have no one in front of you. If you go to help Stray and Even with this guy, you'll get a +1 to the roll. You can also use the asset of the Alton to fire again. What do you do, Hack?
I'll have Alton help again.
Yeah. All right. So add 1 asset to your roll.
Okay.
Oh, we need to add a +1. But yeah, it still wasn't enough, unfortunately. All right, so yeah, you fail. Unfortunately, your knife doesn't find anything of value. But the cyber soldier is still up and on his feet, and his turn at you. He backpedals away from you guys a little bit, enough to draw his gun up, and he's going to fire at. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna roll random to Jeff or him, Jeff or Sean.
By the way, Shane, apparently it says a character can also try to make a short move and take another relatively simple action, such as making an attack, as with the attempt to make a long move. This is a speed task with a difficulty of 4.
Oh,
and
sweet.
Failure means that the character stops at some point, slips.
Difficulty
stumbles.
4, huh? You want to try that? Jeff, you want to try that? Technically, you're still getting to act. We have not gone out of turn order. So, you want to roll that, and I'll say your running applies.
Let him finish his thing.
Well, no, the bad guys were about to act. So, and technically, you go before the bad guys. So.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So make a speed test, and remember your running applies to this.
Okay. Yeah.
You did it.
Okay. Cool.
The running come in handy, didn't it? All right.
Yep. Let's see.
This guy has 6 health left. And he's got armor of 3, so you might have to spend effort on this to take this guy down.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that's 2 extra damage. So 4, 6 damage, -3, 3. If you spend effort, you'll bring this guy down in 1 hit.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly okay with an effort. So 14, and then yeah.
That effort's not so bad when you got 2 might edge, ain't it?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so Jeff, man, so he's getting his gun up, ready to shoot at Sean. Like, gun up, squared away, about to just put lead all in Hack's face. Describe that to us, Jeff.
Yeah, I just he just charges in and jumps up, probably grabs his arm or grabs him by the throat or whatever as he's.
So you grab the arm with your teeth and throw the gun away.
And biting him all the way down.
And then you push your weight on him, and then you just biting him all the way down. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you guys, so Sean, you're seeing this clear as day because he jumped right in front of you and did it. You're seeing like bits of metallic and sparks and like dead flesh rip up and like get thrown into the air as Stray is going to town on this guy. But it looks like Stray though obviously doesn't like the taste of zombie, so he he pulls his mouth off as quick as he can. You know, when the zombies are no longer moving. So, good job. No more zombies. All right.
Nice.
Now, let's see. But, you guys, in the moment of clarity and peace, after this combat encounter has happened, which is super quiet, by the way, out. Jeff, your hair stands on end. You see that orb appear in the sky again. Your conflict has drawn the attention of the Saturator.
We gotta go.
Now, through the trees, you guys see the creature for the first time. I'm sharing this. That hovering in place amongst the trees, stark white. It looks kind of like a freaking demon version of Moon Knight. You know, kind of. And he holds his hand up, and he's got his hand up as the orb is there, and he clenches his fist. And that's when you see the orb begin to pulse and draw color again. Everyone make a intellect defense roll. And unless all of you want to give me 1 experience point.
Make an intellect defense? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Some of us are rolling really well tonight. I'm just going to roll.
Uh,
Look at her. She's on fire tonight.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the XP.
It's got to be all of you, though. No, actually, in this case, I'll let it be. I'll let it be each of you individually because this scene is happening regardless.
Oh, thank God.
So the 1 XP last time was to avoid the encounter entirely. So this time it's just not. Yeah, if you want to give me 1 XP, surely.
I did.
Okay. All right. Sean's like, I don't want to die.
I can't take much more of this intellect damage.
All right. Stray did fine. Even. Let me check the. Let me see the level of the NPC. I'm trying to remember. Not enough, Jeremy.
Cool.
All right, Jeremy, you take 10 intellect damage.
I'm at 2.
We're all gonna die.
And all the rest of you are okay. Now, so this orb appears again and starts sucking the color out of you. Sean, you're not sure. I don't know how story-wise to say that you got around it this time. I mean, I don't know if. I guess I'm doing it right. That's fine. Sure. I don't know how story-wise how to describe that. Maybe you just like succeed the role since we spent experience points.
Okay.
And since I'm that's something special he can do. Yeah, as a geometry. It's not something he can do every turn unless I just start giving you all kinds of XP. And so everyone gets XP except for Sean because he gave me 1. So, all right. So plus 1 XP to everybody else. Now you're 2 behind, Sean. Sometimes you got to roll with the dice, man.
Yeah, I'll be dead.
All right. All right. So, but now he's here. Roll initiative, guys.
How big is this thing?
Oh, he's just like human sized. I mean,
Oh,
maybe a
okay.
little bit bigger than human. All right. He is a short distance away. All right. Yeah, short distance away. That's fine. Even got a 9. Even you're trained in initiative, aren't you? No, you're not.
Yeah. It says trained.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
So I got a difficulty 4 if I'm specialized. We'll do the specialized.
All right. I get the bad guy.
I guess it's versus their roll, isn't it?
It's just versus their level. Enemies don't roll.
So I guess specialized.
If no one rolled over a difficulty 6, difficulty level 6, it goes first. Nope. No one rolled over difficulty level 6.
No, nobody.
Nope.
Did.
Okay. Putting everybody the same. All right. So the bad guy. All right. What does the bad guy do? Let's see. The bad guy he's hovering through the air, right, from where he's at, and he reaches his arms out, and you see tendrils of black energy reach out to, I'll just pick D4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 across the table. Top. 1. Jeremy. Okay. No, sorry, that's Hack. Hack. First spot. Even was there, and then he rejoined and disconnected and rejoined. So, all right. So, Sean, make an intellect defense roll. Difficulty 6. Don't worry, this thing will be 10 damage. That wasn't a GM intrusion. Okay. Oh, you failed it, actually. 5. All right.
Great.
It's difficulty 6. It has to roll an 18 or higher. So you take 5 intellect damage. Which in this case would be from might, since you don't have any intellect left.
Okay.
But at the point, the headache is like causing your muscles to tense up and hurt as like your body's getting sapped of all energy. And he's not saying anything, but like anything that would have color around him does not have color. Like he is completely in grayness around him. And even Hack, Paige, Trey, what do y'all do? Trey, can't talk.
I mean, the impetuous dog will charge in, but if somebody jumps in before him,
Yeah, I'll go.
Jeff's like, you always assume I move first. Unless...
I mean, that's the high initiative.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so unless someone's going to stop you, then roll it. Okay, so he's a short distance away, Jeff. You can get there in one turn if you make speed defense roll.
So short distance?
Yeah, so you make speed defense roll. Sorry, speed roll. Running.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
All right.
Okay, so Jeff, each turn, when you get in the area, you realize that there is an aura of pain and sapping color around this guy. So as long as you're immediate distance from this guy on his initiative each turn, you will take 2 intellect damage.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Remember, you don't go down if one of your pulls goes down.
No, but it starts going to might.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do effort on the attack.
Try to bring this guy down quick.
Yeah, because that's going to be hard to hit here.
Difficulty level 6.
Yeah, I know. That's... Damn. Okay. Yeah, miss. And...
Don't forget, you guys can also try to run. I mean...
Well, the thing is, do we know where we're going?
Well, Alton caught the trail.
Okay.
So...
Okay, well...
Remember that. Okay, so... Anyone else? What do y'all do?
Oh, you know what? What are you gonna do, Hack?
Well, if we've got the trail.
Yeah, y'all were traveling down the trail. Y'all were going towards where Alton thought the road was when the zombies attacked you.
And y'all know I can catch up.
I can push it, like do a push.
Yeah, that's a neat idea. Like push it away from Jeff, further away.
Yeah, like away from us, and then we all just dip and run.
Yeah, I look at Alton and I'm just like, how far away is our exit?
He says, the road isn't far from here. If my bearings are right, we're about 15 minutes from the gate. But we're probably faster than it.
Yeah, we
just got to keep running constantly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to make a decision because it's crunch time in the middle of this combat.
I'm gonna try and push it with my push thing.
Push thing.
Oh,
I think it was
her
actually
ability.
called push.
That's right.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes.
I forgot about that.
Okay, it's gonna cost you 2 intellect pull. First off.
I did that, so that puts me at 11, and then I just roll it from here, right?
Yeah, I guess it's it'd be an intellect roll, I guess, to push it away. It is a difficulty 6 creature. Do you want to spend effort? I'm sorry, you want to spend intellect? I'm sorry, I can't use the right words. Do you want to reroll?
That costs an experience, right?
Yes, it does.
But I have so many.
That's up to you. You can fail. I mean, it's.
So what do I need to roll?
You needed one more difficulty higher. You got 4, 5, and 6.
Effort would have done it.
Yeah, effort would have done it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can I re-roll and spend an effort?
Sure.
How does that work? Okay.
You just count off from your effort, but you're going to use cost you 1 XP.
Okay. So then I go to 0 effort and I just roll it again?
No, you leave the effort where it's at. You just roll the under push. You would. How did you roll the push? Oh, you just. Oh yeah, roll it again. I'll keep track of what it is. Yeah, roll it. Just roll that button. Okay, so it's 4. That makes it 5. So you still not high enough.
I give up.
Did you take off the intellect from your intellect pool?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
So it put me down to 11.
What was it before?
13.
Okay.
Oh wait, but I have to do it again. So.
No,
Is I
no,
wrong?
you only did it
would be
once.
for
You
the
did the first
effort.
roll. You did it with the first roll.
Oh, okay. I see.
You're good. All right. Hack and Even. What do y'all do? She tries to push the creature away. He's hovering in the air, but he seems to use some kind of mathemagic or something like that, or dream power. Actually, he manipulates the dream. So I'm imagining he actually takes the trees around him and like rips branches off the trees to like shield him as she throws in the push. And the branch of the trees just shatter as the push hits the trees instead of him. All right.
I tried, guys.
Even. Hack. What y'all do?
I'm just running.
Okay, all right, he's just running.
Yeah.
Even you see him run, and you turn and you see Galamain standing near where Sean was, and he says, "I want to live. Get out of here now."
I remember the mute button this time. That makes me want to run into the black and white dude. But
Because you're gonna have to run through or past Galamain.
no, because I don't want
Oh.
Galwain to live. But
Oh.
we'll deal with that another time. I don't think. Never mind. I was gonna.
No.
Okay, just run.
Are
I'm
you
following
willing to
that.
sacrifice yourself to kill
Not yet.
Galamain? Yeah.
We'll get there, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But not
Okay.
yet.
Okay, so you're gonna run too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're
So
running.
So are you guys letting me know that you're running?
Paige, did you turn to run too?
Yeah. Absolutely.
'Cause I
Yeah,
mean,
how do y'all
I
let
can
Jeff know that you're
I can
running?
understand. Dog, run
Yeah.
from anybody.
Heal.
Yeah, heal.
Heal.
Nice.
Here, boy.
Alton and Reese follow your lead. Okay. Sorry, Alton, Reese, and Tommy follow your lead. Okay.
We need to
Realize I probably have no idea where
stop.
I'm going. So I just kind of like turn around and start yelling at everybody else.
Alton's okay. This is what happens. You turn around and start yelling and running, and Alton says, 2:00, Pack. 2:00.
Okay. I go that way.
Because you're running the wrong direction. All right. Okay. Okay, so here is going to be an interesting situation. Okay. So this is not an intrusion because you guys know this could have happened. Not something surprising. You guys are starting to run, right? But Tommy turns and starts trying to break away from the group as it's running. Okay, now time
I'm
for
bringing up the
Jeff.
rear.
Okay, so Jeff, you're behind everyone else. Okay, I'm gonna have you make a speed roll just to break free from this guy. All right, we're looking to. Actually, I'm gonna say that because technically we have one more initiative and you're there. That sounds fair. One more attack comes in, then you get to run. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're in melee with him, and make a speed defense roll, difficulty 6.
So
Speed.
I'm gonna use.
No, wait, no, intellect. My bad, intellect.
Okay.
Okay, so Jeff, you take 5 intellect damage.
So 0, or I'm down to 0 intellect and then
Yep.
11 might.
Yeah, and so Jeff, you will mark on your damage track a check mark. All right.
So I'm impaired.
I
does
believe.
that
Look
do?
up what an impaired does. It's on page and read it
Okay.
aloud to yourself. I believe it's under effects of taking damage, page 141.
Mm,
Oh wait, no, that's the damage track. Page. Well. Yeah, the damage track, page 142 on the PDF.
I got it.
On the PDF.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. It's the 141 in the book. It makes effort harder. That's pretty much it.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so all right, sweet. So the other guys. Okay, so I want you all to make a speed roll. This thing is not as fast as it is tough, so I'm gonna say it's a difficulty 4 to outrun it.
Speed defense.
Just speed roll, just to run away from it, to gain away from it. Does that make any sense? Yeah.
Oh, so just untrained then? I
Yeah,
guess?
if you don't have running
Oh,
or anything,
okay.
that wouldn't apply. I mean, that would apply if you had it, but if you don't, you can spend effort on it too if you wanted to. I'm gonna look up group roles.
I don't think they have Groupon in future invert world.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty 4.
Okay.
Did we talk about, like, in character, did we talk about the mechanics of leaving this Tommy guy behind to be able to take Alton out? Like, do we
Nope.
actually need him to be with us, sort of
I
thing?
think I don't know like what everybody else was gonna do, but I was planning on when we got to the gate, right? We get Alton to go through first, and then us, and then we cock block them, Reese and Tommy, basically. That was the goal.
If they don't make it through the gate, if they don't make it through the thorny barriers that act as the gate back into the safe zone where you guys came in at, when you leave the dream, they'll stay behind. They'll be stuck behind, and you can get Alton out.
So
If
him
Alton is
breaking
worth,
off,
yeah, Tommy's breaking off. He's
Tommy
thinking
breaking
maybe
off
he
from
can.
us isn't
Yeah.
going to hurt us then if we're heading the right way.
Unless he beats us
It
to
depends.
the gate.
Yeah, unless he beats you to the gate.
Hmm. I mean, I thought about hamstringing him and then
I was
running and
thinking
leaving him
the same thing.
behind, but that's just
That
me.
would work, actually. That would
I don't
work
think
just
the
as
dog
well.
can- I don't know.
I was
Well,
thinking
you know that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robin.
Oh no, I was agreeing with Jess. I was thinking of doing the exact same thing. Like we hog tie him or something. But I'm really cruel, so
Well, out of character, I'll say Robin and even understand this, but Alton is coming back with that horn, no matter what.
Mhm.
He's got it on his person. If you don't stop, Reese, if you don't make sure Reese and Tommy stay here,
Yeah.
then one of you will be randomly stuck in this dream. Or you're going to have to take the horn away from Alton.
So if we get through first before Reese and Tommy, are they the ones stuck?
Well, the barriers won't close just because you got out. This dream's open.
Well, no, but I'm
Yeah.
saying. I guess what I'm saying is it going to pull us back?
Oh, no. No, I won't pull you back through.
If Alton gets out first, and then everybody but Reese and Tommy goes through, then that means Reese and Tommy can't get out anyway.
Yes. Once
Okay.
you guys all check out when you're on the other side of that wall.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
tie them to a tree and be done with it.
But
Well,
first,
I
you
mean,
guys got to get away. And
We
catch
got to get
Tommy.
away
Right.
from
I just
Tommy
wanted to tell
first.
you guys the situation.
Yeah.
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 But Alton is coming back with that horn no matter what. So, which means 2 people are going to be traded. No matter what. If it's one of you guys, it's one of you guys. All right. So, something to consider. Okay, so speed rolls all around for everyone to get away. Difficulty 4. Did we do that? Okay, so Paige failed.
Oh, do I? No, I'm still in.
Even
I'll make
failed.
one,
What?
No, even succeeded. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Hack failed. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this as accumulated successes. I don't remember how it works in Vurt. So I'm going to do this as accumulated successes. And I'm going to say that, like, I'll do it like group roles in D&D 5e because I really like group roles in D&D 5e. If at least half the group succeeds, That's a success.
Okay.
So me and even
You just saved. Jeff, you just saved everybody by succeeding.
Okay.
But are you going after Tommy? Because you see him from a distance away. He breaks away from the group. He's trying to run on his own. He's figured out what's happening here. He's figured out why he's here.
yeah. So this is why I'm thinking in my head. If he beats us, but hey, we should be technically making a beeline to the egg. You know what? I'll try to. Damn it. So, if we're making a beeline to the exit and he's running off to the side, I don't know. I'll jump him, try to trip him up or something like that.
Even just like biting his leg could wound him enough where he couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite whichever one he doesn't bite.
All right, so you're gonna just like bite Reese as you're running.
Yeah. Yes, I'm totally gonna bite Reese.
We'll resolve Jeff's first, and then we'll come back to you.
All right.
So Jeff, are you gonna try to trip up Tommy? So you're gonna chase him and then bite him. All right. Make a attack roll on him, Jeff. Difficulty is, I think it was 3 earlier. So
I don't remember.
if he realizes, well, there you go, you made it. All right, so yeah, so you're just doing damage. I don't make you roll to do that. He doesn't have any armor or anything. You're just trying to hobble him. You do bite into him and hobble him, and he goes, "Damn it! I knew what you were doing. I knew y'all were gonna abandon me to this place." Do you do anything? Do you say anything to him, or you just keep running?
I can't. I just bark and run.
Just bark and run. What did you say in bark?
I just said yup.
Yep, nice. All right. Okay, so Paige, Reese is running beside you.
I don't actually have a bite attack.
Call it payback.
You can still bite someone, but like you take your brass knuckles and like just punch him upside the head or something. So what happens is, hold on, I'm gonna make this more interesting. So what's happened is you guys are all running alongside each other, and Reese looks at you and he says, "Looks like we're about to make it, Paige. This is awesome, right?" And he like holds his arm up to like high five you as you're running along.
Say, "This is for sending me to jail, dick," and then just clock
nice.
him.
All right, difficulty 2. It's Reese.
All right.
Oh, and you roll the 1. Okay, so this is what happens. So he sees what you do, and you remember you're running in the woods. He sees what you do. He avoids your hand, and then he says, "God, I should have let you rot in jail." And he takes you and he pushes you away, and you hit a tree. And you take 2 might damage as you slam into the tree and are now prone.
I'm gonna get stuck here.
Okay, so your difficulty for the next speed roll will be 1 higher.
Okay.
So all around again, everybody, difficulty 4 speed rolls, please. I'm gonna say 3 successful rolls get you guys out. 5 minutes each. Trace on fire as usual.
Minor effect.
Paige failed again. Let's hope someone else succeeds. Hack saved everybody again.
Nice.
Okay. We got Stray succeeded, Hack succeeded, Paige and Even failed. Okay, so the way it works with group roles is like in D&D. I don't know Vurt. I really hate to use D&D in the Vurt game, but I couldn't remember how group roles work in Vurt. So 2 of your characters are kind of carrying the other players. Carrying the other player characters. So how does that look? Does like one of you run alongside Paige and like lift her up and pull her along, get her back to her feet?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. So Paige gets lifted up her feet. Jeremy, I like the idea of your character instead of like one of the other players helping you. Like you turn the corner and there's a tree and you hear, "No, idiots!" And you're pulled to the side, like telekinetically, like pulled to the side as you almost slammed headfirst into like some spiky branches. And Galamain says, "Keep us alive, damn it!" All right. So one more roll, fellas. If you fail this one, you guys are going to have a showdown with the Saturator again at the gates. And I'll make it a long distance away. So it'll be like 2 rounds.
Is anybody else going to do anything about Reese?
Yeah, what does Reese do? Okay, so Reese is desperately running to the gate. He's not like Tommy. He don't think he can make it on his own. He's just trying to make it there before Paige. And he might try to take a lick at somebody this turn. There's a chance that he might try to take a lick at somebody. Probably Paige again. Or Hack. Because he's near them.
I don't know, Jeff. Can you trip him?
Yeah, I could probably. It comes down to me again.
What is that? Sick him? Sick him!
Yeah.
All right.
Running rolls from everybody.
All right.
I probably should have done this earlier, Jeff, but since you're doing 2 actions, really, I'm going to say your speed difficulty is 5 instead of 4 to run because you're slowing down to attack somebody.
God dang, I missed.
Yeah. So you slowing it, but now make your speed roll, Jeff, to see if you succeed.
All right. Gonna use effort on this. So that's gonna give me.
Yeah, because I'll randomly roll
wrong
who gets left in this dream. By the way, if Reese makes it.
No. So I was already planning on trying to be last if.
Okay.
Out of our group, at least.
If Jeff fails, well, Jeff succeeded.
Yep.
Okay, so Jeff, you succeeded. How does that look? How do you bring down Reese? Like he's running beside Paige and Hack, like trying desperately to get every bone in his body to go faster than them. What do you do?
Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna try to bite him. Like if we're close to the exit and everybody's at a break is running pretty good, like yes. I'll just kind of trip him up, like run up underneath, come up from behind him and run up underneath his feet.
Nice.
And knock
you
him
dip
down.
Your head down and use your shoulders and just kind of make him lose his balance.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Okay, so you dip your head down and like he stumbles over into the ground and Paige, Hack, y'all both see him hit the dirt. Even drags up behind him, but still makes it past. If even wants to, do you make it past Reese?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think it's hilarious how no, he made it this time. I almost said it even was carried by someone else the entire time, but he made it this time.
No, just my badass prison dog. I'm a damsel in distress now, I guess.
You can think of it like you have a headache from getting slammed against a tree by Reese.
I know.
Okay, so you guys hit the thorny barrier, pass on through the darkness. You're into the hill there, and in the distance, you hear, "Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!" As you hit the blackness, sound goes away, and that's it. Reese but until you guys check out, they can make it through here. So do you guys immediately all say, "Let's get the fuck out of here"?
Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah.
All right. So you hit the gate, pass on through. You realize you made it through safely, and then out. All right. So you guys are up, conscious and aware again. In I think it was Parker's, one of the rooms at Parker's place.
Yeah.
And you see that the bodies of Reese and Tommy are not there anymore. They're fading into the dream. And so you're all back out of there.
No guilt. No guilt.
No guilt.
Oh, God.
I'm a fucked up person.
And Jeremy, as soon as you wake up, your arm starts intensely hurting.
Is
and
he
glowing.
in here too?
Yeah, he's here too. Yes, like he just materialized somewhere, probably like in the middle of the room. Like he just kind of materialized in the middle of the room. And yeah, I'd probably say he'd be here because you went from the real world to a dream to another dream in the real world. So you actually went full meta. That's not something you should do in the Vurt world. All right. So yeah, you just materialize beside them, and your arm starts like pussing and like pulsing with orange energy.
Yeah.
And like before you collect your thoughts, it ruptures. And you see like this orange energy glow out of it. And it kind of just like wisps into the air. And
I'm swinging my hands at it, feebly trying to like punch it, but I don't even know how to punch.
So you're doing that, and as you do, you see Galamain like standing in the corner, and he says, "Thank you." And he fades from view as the orange wispy energy just kind of seems to just shoot straight up in the air out of the room. And you lose sight of it. It's gone.
And we didn't see him this time either.
Nope. It's almost like he was leaving your consciousness.
Yeah.
Like last vestige of him in your head.
Did they see the orange glowy thing?
Yes, y'all all see the orange glowy thing. So even wasn't crazy. Something was happening to him.
Well, Alton's in there. Is Alton in this room too?
Yeah, Alton sees it, yeah.
Okay. I'm like, okay, so we brought something else. I brought something else back, apparently. I hope that was going to take longer, but I was wrong.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just dumbfounded.
So Alton's here now. The other two guys are gone. But the other guy's here but gone now too.
All right.
Something was you're imagining that something was stolen right from the Vurt, but it might not have been from that dream.
Yeah.
Because he didn't come from that dream.
So let me get this straight, because I still think you're broken, and we should find a mechanic or something to fix you. You saw something, a person, and you brought it here with you?
Not exactly on purpose, but that's the result. Yes, I think.
Actually, technically, sorry, out of character. Sorry, Paige. Sorry, Robin. I wanted to clarify. The reason why he had to bond to you was so no one would get abandoned. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You became one.
Yeah, we didn't have to do the leave somebody behind to bring. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Paige said. So you brought someone with you. Okay, my bad. I just wanted to clarify that before we went further. I want to make sure Jeremy and I got it right. Okay.
So I think all of this gesturing to my big tentacle arm thing was it, Galamain, whatever, trying to be a part of me so that it could get out, but I got out before, but then he found me. I don't know how this happened, actually.
Your memory's still foggy.
Right.
In time, it'll come back to you.
So, sometime recently, I don't know, something, and then I showed up with you guys.
What's funny is it's hard to explain things when even the character has amnesia.
Dog's like passed out on the floor, by the way.
If he was awake, he would be like, "I know how you feel, but dude."
Well,
the dog's probably like kind of like barking in his sleep and doing the little, like he's trying to run after something.
That's so cute.
Funny.
Out of character. My character doesn't think jack shit is cute. I'm gonna ask you, like, do you feel okay? Like, do we need to find a mechanic or a robo fixer?
I will definitely have to go talk to. Wait a minute, Shane.
Yes.
I must have written down the wrong name, because you just told me Galani was the one.
Oh, that's two different characters. Sorry, they're similar.
Okay, yeah.
Galani is the Vurt girl that lives at Parker's. Galamain
check.
is the cult esoteric order of Dagon cult leader.
So, in character, I'm like, I need to talk to Galamain. No. Galani over at oh shoot, what's his name's? The guy we all know that I should remember his name.
Parker?
Parker. At
Okay.
Parker's.
Well, we're at Parker's.
Yeah, you're at Parker's.
I'm going to interject you. We need to find Victoria ASAP so we can get our money for bringing this guy back.
Yes.
Money. Yes, sure. Right.
Yeah. Money. You know, the thing that makes the world go round. Money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Money.
Okay.
Sure.
You don't have to try to find me.
Is that Victoria?
You look over in the corner and you see Victoria.
Yeah.
Kind of she materializes there in black smoke. She says, finally. And Alton looks at her and he's like, who is this? Victoria says, it doesn't matter who I am. What matters is why I set you free. Come with me now. And she holds her hand out to Alton. And he says, why? Because I want you to kill Jeffrey Catterick. And then he takes her hand when she says that. And they both disappear into black smoke. And
right about the time they disappear, the dog wakes up and he's like,
But she didn't give us
looking
her
around the
money.
room.
I'm considering not having the money be at the doorway. I'm considering not having the money be at the doorway. Wouldn't that be a dick move as a GM?
Oh my god.
Oh, we just have more people to kill.
Wouldn't that be a dick
Look.
move?
Look,
Yes.
I spent 3 years in prison. I want my money.
But wouldn't like a shadow goth, like Princess of the Darkness, use you guys that way and leave you with
Yeah.
nothing?
Probably.
Absolutely. I don't blame you if you do that. Just that's gonna make my character piss the F off.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Get what 4 or 5 people to go into a black feather for you to find somebody, and then
After
Get
gathering
out.
a black feather for
But at the same time,
Well-
money is nothing to her, right?
Right.
I'm gonna say there's something over by the doorway. It looks like a bag of some kind.
I pick it up.
it's cat.
Please be aspirin. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Cat poop.
I pick
Oh man.
Oh.
What time is it? It's early. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I'll say there's cash there. Do you want to count it all?
Oh yeah, I count every.
There's not
single
10,000.
one.
There's not 10,000 quid in there.
Fucker.
I'm gonna say there's at least 2,000 because she's not human and she scrounged up money. I'll say roll 1d6 times 1,000 higher. See how much she scrounged up. 4,000 quid in there.
We're short $6,000. She shorted us $6,000.
Yeah, that's about right.
On the plus side,
it's
you all
grand
get
for
4
each of us.
experience points
Hey.
Yay.
for beating a black feather. So
I
No.
count out the money into like nice equal piles.
Mhm.
1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and then I hand, because I assume DJ Weaver's not with us, right?
no, he never really was present. He missed both games, so
Okay. Then I
he's
pass out
OSOL, I guess.
the little nice neat piles of 1,000 to each person.
Like, oh, that was so not worth it.
No, it was not.
But
But you
I
did get
have-
4 XP.
I'm looking at the money. I'm looking at the money. Do I eat this?
So let's make sure that everyone does it, though. Does everyone apply for the 4 XP to their character sheet in Fantasy
I
Round? So
did.
we don't.
Yes, I did that.
Did Jeremy? Did you apply it yet?
I was actually already spending it because I had 4, and then you gave.
Okay,
me
as
4,
long
and
as
I'm
you
like,
make
I
sure
just
it's right,
calibrate
so I don't have
twice.
to make sure it's right.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm good.
Sean, did you Is it correct?
Yeah, I put 4 on mine.
You really only at 10?
Well, I had to spend 2
You spent 2? Okay. All right.
during that game just to stay
I guess the
alive.
designers of this game weren't wrong. People will use XP if they think they're up shit creek. I mean, in my experience in other games, it's hard to get players to use their experience points for rolls. But I guess if the game is dangerous enough, it's sometimes.
Cool. I did because my intellect was at 0 and I was getting attacked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's designers of the game. I was on the fence about whether y'all will actually use them for roll slot because I was like, in my experience, most players don't. But they said in there, yeah.
I am most players, so I've only done it like once or twice.
Yeah, and it actually reminds me more of how Karma worked in Shadowrun First and Second Edition, where you didn't have Edge. You spent your Karma like Edge to save you in situations like that. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, so Hack, y'all want to go ahead and level up? Because I'm sure you guys are gonna rest.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so let's tell you what, let's go ahead and recovery rolls for anyone that needs to recover.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that works.
Okay, so if you're gonna recover, how many points do you got down? How many points are you down? Let's see. It doesn't matter how many you spend. If we spend one whole day, Paige, you'll be at full.
Oh, okay.
So I know you don't know how it works, but
I don't.
you don't really have to learn right now. So
That's okay.
well, see, Sean was so desperate because when the game was going on, he had to recover. He had to spend an hour. So there was no like if he took damage, he was up shit creek. But see, like Jeff, for example, Jeff could have spent 1 action the entire time, and no, he didn't. He used 1. Oh shit.
Yeah, I used 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so all of you reset your checkers, and okay, so the damage track. Let's look up and see how the damage track works and how that recovers. Mm-hmm. The
Oh, I
damage
didn't
track.
think about that.
All right.
Just see everybody making recovery rolls. I want to take part. I think.
Well, essentially, recover roll. All you do is you roll the die, and it adds a bonus from an ability plus your tier, and that's how many points to pools you get, and you can divide it up however you choose. That works.
How many times do you get to roll?
Well, every time you roll, check mark a thing off.
I think the reason it's doing +2 is we've all put down +1 in our recovery thing, and it automatically figures our tier in.
Okay, well that's probably what it is then. So
I have a +1 because of Vurt something.
Yeah, you have something that does it.
Does that.
You have something that does it too?
I don't know. I need to look.
Yeah, you have healthy, don't you? Yeah, she has healthy. Yeah, so Jeremy and Robin are doing it right. Everybody else is doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. I suck at math. 7.
Okay, so if you raise a pool from 0 to a positive number, it automatically moves the character up 1 step on the damage track. So Sean and Jeff, if you're using recovery rolls and bring in your past 0, you'll be back. You'll just change it from impaired to hailed. Hail.
So I can increase my effort score with my next thing, and that also increases my tier, right?
Yeah, if you've already check marked all the checks, have you been check marking stuff?
I have. I added it to my notes tab.
Yeah, you actually have a thing on the first page. It looks like little black things where it says stat, effort, and skill, and it keeps track. So what'd you have left? The effort to do? That was it.
I had the effort.
So that's what it should look like. I'm doing it to your sheet now. You see it?
My effort score goes up to 2.
Your effort score goes up to 2, and you'll go up to tier 2.
Okay.
Automatically.
And then all these.
So what about everybody else? Let's see.
What is tier 2?
Even made it to tier 2. Okay. Paige, you might be a little.
I'm gonna do thing. I was pulling up the leveling up page in the book.
I think you're just shy. You're like 1 XP shy, I think, of being tier 2.
But I can, yeah, I'm not gonna make it to tier 2, but I can spend 4 XP on like the other.
Yes,
like,
yes, you get to pick.
bits of it,
If you
right?
want to, you can pick all 3. You can pick 3 of them,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
and that would
I
leave
just-
you with 3 left.
Right. I was just trying to find.
Just remember, whichever ones you use, check mark those little, or fill in
Yeah.
those dots. Yeah, those
yeah,
bubbles.
I saw that. That's really cool. Okay, 4
All right, and Sean, what are you doing?
Put 1 in effort. And that's just 4, right?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
If I increase my effort.
It'll increase your effort from 1 to 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
That allows you to use 2 effort for 1 action, right?
Yeah, it lets you spend effort twice. Yes.
Okay, and how does that work for how it's reduced? Because I know
Yeah,
from what I was looking at, spending 1 effort to do one thing was 3 points.
It's
is it?
2 for every step beyond that.
It's 2, so it'd be 5 normally for 2 effort.
Yeah, 5, and you reduce your edge, so for you it'd be 3.
Okay, gotcha. For might.
Yeah.
anyway.
Also, I should mention this. If you have intellect, if you have any kind of edge in a stat, and you have an ability that costs, like Paige has push, she can choose to use her edge towards that. I should have mentioned that to her, actually.
Oh,
So
interesting.
instead of taking 2, it would take 1 if you had an edge of 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she wasn't really suffering on intellect.
So
but
it's not considered
matter
an
to that time.
intellect. It's not considered an intellect for the purposes of edge. You
Oh
have to
my
use
God.
the ability.
So what if
Yeah.
I stared at even long enough that I learned the skill of machinery?
Nice. Okay. I mean, you could describe it that way, but I mean, it could just be, not technology decently enough, and I don't know.
No, I'm not.
Your
gonna
first
do
time in the
that.
presence of an autogen, you learn technology.
No, my character is more of a.
You do want a skill, though.
I
Oh.
do. I'm gonna take a skill. I'm trying to take one and then also hopefully be able to explain how I'm suddenly good at that.
Okay.
Well, you can also increase a skill you have to specialize.
Yeah, she has shit for skills.
My
And you
problem
can
is
also
that I have
choose one of the
crap
other
for
benefits instead of learning a skill. If that's
Yeah.
She just has
I
shit
want
for
to learn
skills. She
another
wants
one
to-
because I have crap skills.
gotcha.
Like my skill set
terrible.
kind of sucks.
I can also increase my edge, right? Or is it just per game?
You can pick any of those options, Sean. Any of those 4 options.
So just
So you were at 6. You're at 6 now, right?
Yeah.
And you had more XP than I thought. You sure that XP's right?
Well, I had 10. I lowered it by 4 because I did the effort.
Oh, okay. So you spent effort. And then, so yeah, if you want to buy the edge up, you'll also go to tier 2.
Yeah.
Mark them all, put your XP to 2 instead of 6. And then now you're tier 2.
Yeah, tier 2.
Okay, so we can go over what those tier 2. To anyone watching the
One of my
stream now,
edges.
we're about to get into like the gamest aspects of the game. So you can stick around and learn Cypher System and Vurt with us if you want. I know it's not as fun, so I wouldn't be surprised if people start checking out. So, but we got to do it. It's a role-playing game. We got to do it.
And then my edge goes up for 1 attribute. Might, speed, or line.
Yeah, you pick whichever one.
All right. I
do
took a skill.
line.
Pick a skill. What skill did you take?
I took identifying.
Identifying.
Yeah.
What the fuck
feel
is
like-
that?
Probably like knowing what objects are. I don't know. I relate everything to D&D terms, so I assume it probably has something to do with things.
What, like magic items? What do you?
Not Matt. Well,
Is it one of the options that you can pick? I'm just
But,
curious.
like, I assume if I was looking at 2 feathers, I'd be able to know the
Okay.
difference between them. I'm a druggie, so I was like, kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. It's fine as a choice. I would like for us to tweak the name of it to something more specific because identifying
I
is so
know,
broad. I'm
right?
like, I don't know what to call that. Is that what it was in the? Where's the skills section? There's a section on skills.
It's
Example.
on page 18.
Thank you. Hold on.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got to pick a skill too.
Was
yeah.
identifying actually the ones that? Okay,
Yeah,
no,
it's
that's
just called identifying.
what?
I know, right?
Wait, you're looking at? I see it.
Am I
Oh
looking
yeah, it
at
is there.
wrong
What the
skills?
fuck?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says
Identifying.
I almost took history though, but then I was like, then I'd still be just as useless to the
Well, I'll make what you pick be useful in the game, but
okay.
but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're talking about like.
I'll pick a different one.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just have to figure out what it means for our story. I may hit
Just trying
Lee and those
to
guys and figure out
just
what it
looking
kind of means.
for thematic things for a person who likes drugs and goes to jail a lot.
I'm thinking it just means like world lore, kind of like you're like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a prescience about you. You've been around the block.
Yeah.
But like like, oh, if there's a drug, okay, that's worth this, or if it's like it's a feather,
Yeah.
oh, that's what that feather is, or
Yeah. That's what I
okay,
was thinking.
okay. But you know what? You picked probably one of those broad skills. If you just say, I've got identifying, I'll be like, sure, go ahead.
So I have 3
Excuse me.
experience points left. One more, and I'm tier 2, baby.
One more.
If I didn't,
GM should have entreated you one more time. That sounds weird. Okay. All right. Try to think if there's anything else. Yeah. So what are you all guys getting? What are you getting? Let's see. Hack. What are you getting at level up?
Oh.
Let's see. Hack. Your type. You're an explorer.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a list of stuff.
Yeah.
You choose 4 abilities. Nice.
You automatically get both the
Or
abilities.
you got to pay for them, right?
You just pick 4. You pick what it says to pick. Like, look at Secretary Explorer. It says, the first thing it says is choose 4 of the abilities described below.
Does it say it may also say you can instead choose?
Yeah, it says, in
ability
addition, you can replace one of your lower tier abilities with a different one. You may also choose from your tier 2 special abilities.
Oh, wait a second. So you don't.
It says
No.
you can choose
Oh,
4
that's
abilities
true.
described below or from a lower tier. In addition, you can
automatically get
replace
everything
one of your
from
lower tier
focus,
abilities.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, your focus stuff automatically gets to you. Yeah, so in, say, Sean's
get
case, since we're
sense
talking about
motive.
Sean,
That's awesome.
Astute. You were trained and tasked to discern others' motives and to ascertain their general nature.
Sean
Good
gets
doggy.
augmented
Yes.
movement. Really? Okay, so Sean, you're not totally fucked on running anymore. What's funny is he was already inabilitied with those, so he just levels out.
How is that?
Climbing and jumping, augmented movement from hyper processes. What's funny is everything you got are things that could have helped you in the last dream.
God, why
Trained in climbing and jumping, reduce the damage from a fall by 5 points. Everything that Sean gets, he could have used the last game. So jumping would be, and climbing would be.
How does that saying go? A dollar a
Oh,
leaf?
okay. So I'm just
I don't know how that saying goes.
What saying are you looking for?
Like a dime short.
Day late, a dollar short.
Oh yeah,
there
yes.
we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what about Jeremy? What are you getting? I'll add your abilities on your sheets later, or you guys can do it if you want to.
I got to pick a skill from pre-tier leveling up, and was thinking of like, I don't know, occult or weird,
Cult.
like occult, like I already have Vertology, but dealing with all of this weird stuff as far as like the Galamani.
The Dagon shit?
Yeah, that and the other thing. I don't know. Either that or something. I don't know. Some completely other skill. Because it can't be attack or defense related.
Oh. I mean, technically, you could stretch that into Vertology, right? Because it happens in a dream, which means it's Vurt related.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. There's not actually a Dagon, right? But there's a Dagon because, well, there wasn't actually a Dagon until H.P. Lovecraft dreamt it up,
Yeah.
and now there is a Dagon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think about that shit.
No, I refuse.
I mean, technically, I guess Vertology could work in that situation, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I think I may go with something straightforward like perception.
That's not a bad one. We all know in D&D that's like the most rolled thing.
But then I get where'd it go? I can control 2 blurb flies at once.
Yep.
And I now get the whole if there's another blurb fly floating around, I can try and assert control over it. And then I get to pick 2 powers from the mathematician stuff.
Sean, what'd you pick for your skill? What you got?
I picked up initiative.
Oh, okay, cool. I think that's gonna be one everybody picks too.
Yeah.
All right, so
I have a question.
Yeah.
I can either get a power that lets me take intellect damage instead of regular damage, or I could take stasis, which is sort of like a pseudo equivalent to like a hold person.
What page are you looking at?
What page? This is 51.
Thank you. You're looking at 2 abilities, I guess?
Yeah, it's trying to just pick which
okay.
basically
Is
which
it stasis or statistical interference? Is that it?
Stasis or the particle wave
stasis.
nature.
You surround a foe your size or smaller with swirling waves of mathematical energy. You keep it moving and interacting for 1 minute as if surrounded solid. While stasis targets impervious to harm can be moved and immune to all. Ooh, nice. Okay. And what was the other one you liked?
Particle wave nature. Also on that same page.
Damn.
I think stasis.
Those are both nice. I think for your character, it feels more like he's like a control guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you stuck to like the theme of your character, it seems like stasis would be something you'd like.
Yep.
But they're both great.
Oh yeah, all of the spells or
yeah,
not whatever they call them. They're not spells, but
special
powers,
abilities.
Special abilities are really cool.
Okay. All right. Stray, what'd you take for your extra skill when you leveled up? You took that a couple of sessions ago, didn't you?
I took intimidation.
That's right. All right.
I think I'm going to take it because since I can choose 2 of the abilities here from the warrior list. Thinking about taking Crush. It's a powerful pummeling attack with a bashing weapon. Probably overhand. You must grip your weapon with 2 hands to crush it. Fighting unarmed as is made with both fists or both feet together. When making this attack, you take a -1 penalty to the attack roll, and you inflict 3 additional points of damage.
Interesting. Pretty awesome. And we would like describe it as like you're choking someone maybe with your like your bite throat, like a
Right. Or I'd be
rather-
on top of them, or like
Yeah.
maybe go. Both my feet would be involved.
maybe yeah, for sure.
And I'm thinking about successive attack. If you take down a foe, you can immediately make another attack on that same turn against a new foe within your reach.
That's pretty awesome.
That's cleave
Yeah, pretty much.
as far as D&D goes.
Both are nice. If I was going to say one was inferior, superior, I'd say Crush is superior.
Well, I can take two.
What about Mighty Blow, though?
Mighty Blow. You strike two foes with a single melee attack. Make separate attack rolls for each foe.
I mean, if your Might Edge is 2, then it doesn't cost you anything.
Really?
Well, I think you can only use your Might Edge once per turn. It's like if you use your Might Edge to eat the cost of Mighty Blow, you can't use it on your effort a turn. Essentially, it only buys you, 2 that turn. But still, you could do it.
Or does it just use up one of your effort?
I don't understand you, I guess. No, it's just your edge. If you can choose not to have the edge be eaten by your edge. You can choose not to have the Mighty Blow eat, your edge, not to eat the cost. But I mean, your edge can only work once per turn. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, so you can either make it come from your cost of your things, or you can use it for effort, whatever.
Ooh, anything that
You don't want
modifies
skill with attacks, though?
damage. No, because I get an ability from my makes it their problem that let's see it, tier 2, devoted defender. Choose one character you can see. That character becomes your ward. You are trained in all tasks involving finding, healing, interacting with, and protecting your ward.
Why wouldn't you take both, though?
Because if I'm warded, because you just become trained.
No. If you're already trained in something, it goes specialized. So if you were trained in attacks, and it happened to be that ward, you'd instead be considered specialized on that. You stack up twice on trained, you become specialized. So it is still beneficial to you.
Interesting.
Yeah. I would do that one at least.
Yeah, that one actually makes sense now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go back then and look at that other one.
Yeah, no, but that's a good choice for you. That'd be like a flat bonus every turn. That's kind of the one that every warrior is waiting to get.
Yeah, I'll take that. It makes me see skill with attacks. And then
I guess you pick light bashing in that case.
Yeah.
Would be your bite. Or would that be bladed? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It don't really matter. We know what you're going
yeah.
for. We know what you're doing. Just put light bite. That's fine. For humans, see, it matters a lot more because they have other attacks. Your only attack is that. So. Okay, so Sean, what about you? What kind of stuff did you get?
I got, let me see.
Initiative. You took. You went up level Explorer.
I picked up Eye for Detail.
Is that under what is that type?
Yeah. These are all Explorer.
I don't see it. Is it? Oh yeah, I see it.
Eye for Detail. Spend 5 minutes thoroughly exploring an area. No larger than a typical room. You ask one question, the GM has to answer you truthfully.
That's cool. There's a lot of abilities in this game like that.
Yeah. That's why I got it. I was like, I can see that coming in handy. Quick recovery. You can make a second recovery in one round.
Nice.
I got skilled with defense. I had skilled with defense speed. I did intellect.
You can do both. You could do. Oh, if you want to do intellect, sure. But if you
Yeah,
do
I picked up
trained,
intellect.
and it doubles up on speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
No,
it goes
I
from trained to specialized.
a lot of intellect damage.
Okay. You're afraid you're going to run against another baddie like a Saturator?
Yeah, I figured like he would just do that. And then,
Okay.
where was it?
Just make sure you write these on your sheet somewhere, and I can put them as
They're
abilities later.
abilities.
Did you put them in the actions tab, or did you put them somewhere else?
Actions.
Oh, so you're writing these in? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thank you.
And then I got enable others. So let me see. So basically, you can use the helping rules to provide a benefit to another character attempting a physical task. It requires no action on my part. So I can basically just give other people.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
By the way, when you're entering these in the abilities tab, I would write whether you get it from your type, your mode, or descriptor. So your
just
or your
write Explorer next to it.
Yeah. Well, just write type. We know what type you are.
Oh,
That way we
okay.
can type mode or focus. That way we know where you got it from, and we can find the PDF easier if there's a question.
Okay. Enable others. Type.
Yeah, that's what I was doing when I did all y'all sheets.
Well,
I haven't
and
gotten
also
Jeff's
paste
yet.
it
Sorry,
in
I haven't gotten
that.
yours.
So yeah, I'm torn between like Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow is great against if we're fighting multiple people, but Crush is really good against those armored opponents, which I have a hard time with because I only do light attacks, and that's all I'm able to do.
Yeah.
I think I'm
I
gonna
can see
go
that.
Crush for now, and if I don't like it, I can switch it out next tier. It just seems like useful all around.
All right. And I guess if you get the thing in your abilities tab from leveling up, then just like I put skill initiative in yours. I just left it as blank, so we know you got it through advancement.
All right. Was it focus?
All right. Is everybody here still here? Yeah, cool. Robin, I know you haven't ranked up yet. I apologize for you having to wait. You got anything question-wise as far
Nope.
as advancing? Okay.
Nope. I'm enjoying this, hearing all the things that everybody else is doing.
Especially Jeremy, that's where you're going to be next. You should keep getting an eye on what abilities you want because, like, the minute you get a GM intrusion next game, you can level up. So
Yeah.
okay, so what happens next for your characters? Because technically we can have some time pass, and some things. Because there's nothing next dragging you guys along. I could establish a hook already for this game, but I can also just wait till next game to lay out that hook. So, if there was downtime, what would your characters be doing?
I would go talk to Galani about Gambari. I can't ever keep the name right.
Galamane.
And what happened?
I'm regretting not telling you his name. With the investigation roll. Less confusing.
Well, I was fine until I looked up that other
I know.
NPC, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm bad with names in the first place, but yeah,
I am too. I'm bad at naming apparently characters that sound the same. So it's happened 2 or 3 times in my GMing. Okay, all right. So he'll do that. What about Paige? What is she doing if a significant amount of time passed?
All right, so she's adjusting to not being a jailbird anymore and she would spend some time kind of getting back in touch with like her math magician roots, because that's how she was, before she became like this slum dog, basically.
Yeah.
So she would be getting more into like doing some research, trying to figure out who this Victoria person was, because she feels shafted. And that's just the kind of person that Paige
Yeah.
is. If somebody fucks her over, that's all she focuses on. So right now she's pissed off at Victoria, and she's hitting the books, hitting the library, or whatever she's got to do to figure out who she is.
I'm gonna feel a little bad for you. That's a hell of a tree you're barking up.
Well, that's my character. You shaft me, I will.
Nice.
I will find you. I'm Liam Neeson.
What about living situation? Right, you're out of jail.
I mean,
I'll
kick it with Parker.
This
as
is
long as
Parker. Yeah, this is Parker's place. Okay. No, I know we'll have that conversation first because you need a place to lay your head. What about Hack? What is he doing long term? And by the way, I'm asking everyone, but I'm using that time to think about what we'll do, and then I'll come back. So Hack, what about you? If some time passed,
he's just been, recovering from the whole black feather debacle.
You're fine.
He's just doing what he normally does, which is just picking up side work, doing electronics, computers, whatever people need. He kind of freelances mostly for work, and just helping any of the people in the group that need anything, because he has his own place. It's just
very cool, very cool. All right, and Stray, what is he doing?
Lots of sleeping.
Yeah, he's dog. He's
eating.
Yeah.
Playing with the kids, I guess.
Where does he stay? Like,
probably.
Is he Parker's or back to Sean's house? Because Sean apparently picks at you for hanging around and not paying fucking rent. Remember? I mean,
he may stay with Parker. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Like he hangs around the kids and stuff there.
So is he getting fat as a cow? Because all the kids are just like, because you know how it is when you're in a house of like 10, 15 people. Like, if every one of them gives you a bite at dinner time, I mean, you're just...
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
So he's packing on the pounds.
Well, shit. Dogs love hanging around kids. Shit, they're always, kids always have food on them or something.
That's right.
That's funny. That's cool. I didn't even think about that. That's awesome. All right. So, fattening him up. All right. Okay, so we'll go back to Jeremy, actually. And so Jeremy,
my shares of cash will go to Parker and the kids.
Aw, how sweet.
I mean,
aww.
He's the one taking him in. And
I mean, technically, that's about what your cut will be for living expenses. So,
yeah.
I mean, I was just using the same cut for humans and dogs because that's what the rules say. I mean, you really don't have to. So, but yeah. All right, so Jeremy, go back to you. We'll go to a scene where you're with Galani, and this is familiar because this harkens back to the first episode. You're in the room with her. Do you describe like your symptoms?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna recount what I fell out the thing.
It's like, doc, my arm opened up and like
yeah.
Okay.
This fish head came out of it. And oh my god.
Yeah, she's. You know what? I'm gonna decide if she. She says, "I know what you're speaking of. I've heard of this with my people before. We had people who were exiled and considered traitors among our people. There's only a handful. They managed to escape. Our Vurt world by the same method. How it happens is different depending on the dream. But how it works in the physical world, it sounds similar. But so if you recounted, actually I'll say that your memory starts to come back. Memory's coming back a little bit. And you remember being strapped down to that table again.
Okay.
And you remember him saying, it's all foggy and blurry, but you remember him saying, I'm going to finish what I started. My time in this dream is over. I need you. I know Innsmouth isn't real. I know it's just a dream. I'm escaping from the dream. And there was actually like a cultic like ritual that brought about this. But you get the sense that the other cultists don't understand that what the ritual is.
They're just fish people. They're cool.
He was using them. He was using them for his goals. Like they thought they were worshiping Dagon and maybe creating a vessel for Dagon, but what they were doing was creating a vessel for Galamain. So he went full meta. Like he's like Deadpool. Like he figured out he was in a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he used you to get out of the dream. And unfortunately, the effect of you dying and being part Vurt is still there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it sounds like he used you to get out of Innsmouth. And what he can do with what he knows. Well, she doesn't know this, but she knows that the ritual, the thing that sounds the same as what she's seen applied in the world that she's from. And maybe when you're speaking to her, she opens up a little bit about where she's from. And she's from a dream that's an underwater kingdom. She's like a fish, like they're like a fish people species, or whatever. So she's like a half-blood from this Vurt world between two people.
Okay.
She's on the run from that place. And so she opens up a little bit and says that she had to escape from her dream for safety because someone wanted her dead. And which is a similar like notion to what's happening with Parker. He seems to always be this person that people come to.
Yeah.
For a sense of belonging. So. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what that dream, that water world is. It's actually in the game. She's from.
It's not Atlantis.
No, it's not, but it's. But anyways.
It's Atlantis.
Serious
2.0.
curious. It's what?
Atlantis 2.0. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, your characters. Yeah, you and Paige would both know. You believe her origins come from thermofish.
Thermofish.
It's a blue feather.
My name sounded way cooler.
Your name?
I said Atlantis 2.0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the names in Vurt for everything are kind of fucked up and weird. Thermofish, it does sound kind of stupid. But you can actually play blue feather, the thermofish.
You said it's a blue feather?
Really?
Yeah.
I have some blue feathers.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Yes.
The blue feathers that I got from back when we retrieved the black feathers. Okay. It's just
got one blue feather and one black feather. And you bought some blue feathers.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so actually I have altogether 3 blue feathers. So are feathers in general like pre-programmed?
Yes.
Like where they make you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're made by a dreamweaver, and they're typically dreamed up by someone else. And then they're weaved into a dream, and you're experiencing that dream. There's certain parameters for experiencing that dream. So, like, well, for this one was, like, pre-programmed, right? I mean, it was... But this dream was connected to a Vurt place that was horrific and was very dangerous, and stuff. Some are not so... Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Some are not so off the beaten path. So, like, a blue feather would be like, you're not going to get hurt there,
Yeah.
So
I was just wondering, maybe it's like Harry Potter Flu Network where you're like, Diagon Alley. And that's
what
where
is
you
that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they can kind of connect, right? Okay, so thermofish is like an open-ended like sandbox vert of like an underwater kingdom type thing. So it might be kind of like a multiplayer like MMO. Like all these people are using these blue feathers and taking part in it.
Okay.
So
All right.
kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a huge Harry Potter person. I don't really know a lot of the references, but
So really quick, in Harry Potter, they have this like transportation system where they like just say where they're going and then they throw the powder in the fire and then
I
it
remember
takes
that now.
them wherever
Yeah.
they say they want to go.
Okay.
And that's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, except but like you don't physically go there in a blue feather. Like if you're in a yellow feather, if you're in a feather that has yellow tinges in it, then you could find access ways to the wild vert. You could step out of the dream. But it's very possible that the Galani comes from like a thermofish, blue, black, yellow hybrid. I mean, if she come back from this, like this feather took you to deeper and darker places than normal thermofish feathers. Like someone had hacked the feather and opened up like hidden ways and pathways that you couldn't go in a normal blue feather. And so you could actually like go into thermofish and maybe find a way out of thermofish into wild vert space in that case. So I mean you can't really, but in that case you can actually physically travel. So like most dreams don't let you travel physically, but if you go into a yellow dream and you step into wild vert, you physically travel from the spot you physically exist at in the real world to the vert world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you die in the vert, you die there.
Okay. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to hijack
No,
your
you're fine. You're fine.
thing.
But I think that was about it, right? Even so you learn that he basically hijacked you. He used you.
Yeah. So I now have somebody I want to hunt down.
Yeah, we got to resolve that. Yeah. I love the idea of using Innsmouth, by the way, for that. I just love that. Yeah. And plus, any Call of Cthulhu people are like, hell yeah.
By the way, Shane, what name do the kids and Parker and all eventually give me? Because I gotta have a name.
Oh, jeez. You know what? We'll work that out to get together as a group. Actually.
Okay.
If you guys come up with one here, really cool one you think fits for Jeff, then we'll say the kids come up with it. Or if Jeff likes one that he wants, then we'll say the kids came up with it instead of you. You know. But by the time next game is here and you want a new name, sure, we'll have you a new name. What are you?
Barkley.
Oh my God.
Spell it Bark with a
names?
LY at the end. Barkley.
Did you have any names like in mind?
No. That's what when I started playing, I was like, either you guys have to come up with a name because the dog isn't supposed to.
Little didn't know he was gonna get stuck with Stray. Or that fucking dog.
Dog.
Just be dog.
Dog.
Call you Doge.
Doge. What is that? DOGE with like one of those little apostrophe symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
the
meme.
Dogecoin.
that's like what
I
the
don't
head
know
of a
that
family
name,
in Italy
Oh.
back in the day.
We'll come back. Y'all think about that. But
Okay.
let me do me a favor though. Don't surprise me for the next game so I can fix the overlay.
Yeah.
Y'all think about it. Sean. No, sorry. Next in order. Paige. Okay, so Paige. So Parker will obviously take you in, so you'll have a place to lay your head.
Right on.
He asks that you try to be a good, person that lives under his house. So basically, don't bring crime to his house.
Okay.
I know it's so hard for. He's only telling you that because you're an ex-con. You come straight out of
I live a dual life. Like I
Uh-huh.
want to be good, but I like doing bad things.
Yeah. And but as far as Victoria, I think you'd have to get someone's help that knows more about vertology than you.
Okay.
So-
I ask my new friends.
I was gonna say Jeremy even knows stuff like that, or maybe he knows people that can tell him more. Because I think he made a
Okay.
roll prior to not knowing who this Victoria was,
I think so.
but he can know people. So, and plus you have your math. What was your math magician friends like? What was that background there your character had, Paige?
Yeah, so I mean we really didn't like delve into like her like backstory. So I know we talked about like I grew up in a kennel, but I really hated it there because so like Paige doesn't really like being part dog. Like she kind of casts that and tries not to let that be a part of her identity. But yeah, so like I don't know, I guess she was more like naturally gifted versus like educated, I guess if you will.
Yeah.
So she just kind of like discovers that she can do shit as a math magician and like will practice it over and over and over until she perfects it, but it's not like institutionalized education or anything like that. That's all I've got for now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we sort of touched on this a little bit when we talked about that you
Yeah.
didn't have any kind of skill like Vertology. So you didn't
Yeah.
have any like fundamental like educational knowledge of how the Vurt world works.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense. So you wouldn't really have any contacts in the mathematical because when you were in the kennel, if you players and the viewers are not aware, the kennel is a place. It's a huge district in Manchester that basically got taken over by the dog people. Like, I mean, it started out with big communities there, and then eventually all the dogs started going there. So there are humans and stuff that live there, but they're like grossly outnumbered. Like, it is a whole area in the city that is basically dog breeds. And the kennel is that place. So when you got kicked out of the kennel and you didn't even like the kennel after that thing happened. Yes, I mean all your connections there are still there, but I don't know if any of them want to be magician in nature. You know? So Jeremy would be your best bet to a more traditional Vurt. So Jeremy, how did you learn about Vertology? Was it education? Was it like college classes? Was it like, I don't know, semesters at community college? Was it like an internship at a corporation? What was it?
Let's go with the internship.
All right. Okay, cool. So maybe your character now, so like if Paige came to you, why don't we have that conversation actually real quick? We'll say that while you're speaking to Galani, and because we're about to leave, we're about to wrap it up, but you're speaking to Galani and about your arm and stuff, and you just figured out that basically you're a road and taking, and she leaves the room to go get supplies or something. Robin is in the house. Just got news that Parker will take her in as long as she keeps her nose clean and doesn't bring any crime home. And you see Even in the room where Galani just left. Do you want to try to approach him?
Yeah. So I'll come and I'll like put my paw hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, are you feeling good? I just want to check in, make sure you're not sick or malfunctioning. I'm still worried about you, man. Are you doing all right?"
I'm as sick as I have been since this happened. So
Floppy
we'll
little
go with
tentacles.
I'm normal. Yeah, that's my floppy tentacles.
All right. Well, I have a proposal to make for you. I'm really, really good at keeping my word. Like I am loyal to a fault. So if I scratch your back, you scratch my back, maybe.
She
was
did just send
wondering-
Reese to his death.
I was just thinking that, but
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, that's just a prime example of what happens to people who get on my bad side. Regardless, look, I was wondering if you had any information about Vurt stuff, and in particular, the woman Victoria, and I, give him the rundown on, everything I know about her and how she approached me and how she busted me out of jail, blah, blah, blah. I give him that whole spiel in case he wasn't aware. In return, I will, so I can do some really cool stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of math magicians, but like, have you ever read fairy tales? I can do really cool stuff with just thinking about it. It's really cool. And then I like show off my little push thing that I can do, like my skill. I show it to him. I like move some stuff around in the room or whatever. Like the Force. Like
Right.
I'm a Jedi, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm asking him, have you ever read fairy tales about this kind of stuff? I can do it for real. So I think I could put my energy into learning how to keep you in top shape, maybe. That's my bar. That's it. That's all I've got.
That's the best she's got. And this Paige, I guess, doesn't know he's a math magician, does she? Did you do
I don't know
anything?
what anybody else is.
Did you use any abilities other than like that charging your weapon? I mean, that were math magician like.
I was popping around, jumping around.
You were teleporting, yeah.
So I look
teleporting,
really
but
stupid
yeah.
because he's like, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, I'm giving you the Sure. Yeah. But no, yeah. Definitely got some stuff to research about all of me and her, because that's just like, I've never heard of anybody doing the kinds of things that you said she did. And she's just like appearing and disappearing
Right?
in puffs of smoke. That seems more, I don't know, more powerful than anybody
saying,
I know.
You seem so much smarter than me, but you know what they say, two heads are better than one. So I think we make a great team.
So
all right, I don't like getting sappy, so
I like it. Let's see if we can find some. We don't have books, feathers, and then that'd be
books
somebody
exist. I mean, it's.
He's like, feathers. I just like whip out.
She's like,
ooh.
Feathers.
Yeah. I got these. Are these useful? And I'm like waving 3 blue feathers.
You're gonna make me at this point in time like identify what they are, like on the spot.
We can worry about that later.
No, out of character. So Jeremy, if you did learn that she was something very powerful, Shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I told you that that if she's able to do all that shit, she's really really effing powerful with the Shadow World. So
sure,
that's about all you got. But I'll say that maybe you know someone from your background, mathematical background, that is an expert on shadow stuff. And next game we can maybe approach that.
Yeah.
So like we'll say like insert name here, professor. Oh no, professor would be corporation expert. So it'll be like mathemologist. I don't know what you'd call that. Vertologist.
Yeah,
vertologist. So yeah, so and so. Yeah. So we'll do that next game. And Sean, with your side stuff, I had a really cool idea for a session for us related to your character. And we'll a bit of surprise. So I wasn't ignoring you. I wanted to drop that next game.
Okay.
Also, I'll figure out what those 3 feathers are. Sorry, those different feathers you all have. I think you gave me some. I think you guys each gave me some ideas on what you wanted the feathers that you'd bought to be, if that's correct.
Yeah, I just sniffed mine.
You just what?
That's
like a cigar.
When people are like really, like a cigar, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Because like my character has issues with limits, okay? So it's just
that's funny.
Oh, and Shane, actually, I removed Crush and took Unstoppable instead. I forgot I can pick.
What is Unstoppable?
From my dog mode.
It's where people can't stop you from running.
No, it's when you're impaired, you're considered hale.
Ooh, nice.
Debilitated, you're considered impaired.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
You still die when you go down to.
Right, you still die when you go.
You just keep going. You're like Boromir. You don't stop until you fucking dead.
Exactly.
Nice. Badass. Okay. So yeah, we'll leave it off here. We don't want to start another hook until hopefully Eddie will be here next game, so we can all join in together. And we'll try to talk about the feathers and stuff at the beginning of next game, so I can nail down what you guys have. Well, this is what we'll do with the feathers and stuff. If they're not interesting, then we won't tell them as a story at the table. We'll just say it happened. You kind of describe what the feather was and how it went, and if you guys want to even do that, or it could be something background that happens. But if I have a really interesting story that we can tell there, then we'll play a blue feather. If it's a really cool story. But if it's just like, oh, we're just gonna play Thermofish MMO, I'm not gonna take up the game doing that. But but yeah, all right. So I guess we'll sign off here, and we'll sign off on the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate it. We enjoyed having you here. We love doing this. So we're going to sign off, and I hope you guys had fun. We'll be back next week, and then I think we'll have a surprise the week after that. So wait, is this the last week?
I don't think so.
That I'm not sure of.
Huh. Okay, well, I will, follow me on the socials, @Shaninator, Twitter, that kind of stuff. Keep track of what I'm doing.
According to your schedule you have on Twitch.
Yeah, it's one more session. Is that what it says, Vurt?
We got the 25th and then December as well. So.
Oh, okay, we had 2 more. Oh, shit. Is that right, really? Oh, yeah, it is right. Yes, that is right. That's right.
We were gonna be
yes, we have one more session of Vurt, and I was going to cancel that last one, and we were going to have a character creation session, maybe of Savage Worlds. But we may not do that. I would love to do that, but the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition will be out in a month and a half. Should we just wait until after the Adventure Edition is out?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it later. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll check out here. All right. Bye.